That's what's gonna help me stay out, and deal with the real pressures of life, you know,
Facts.
uh, because pressure, if you ain't never been turned down because of for a job due to your background, you don't know what that kind of pressure feel like. See, we live in a time now where people are talking about fake job leads and they can't find a job, and they done filled out so many applications, haven't got an interview or a call back. Well, guess what? That's the reality, the everyday reality for the man with a felony background.
not not even just a man with a felony background. Yeah, I mean that's the life of a person just trying to get a job in this economy. Period, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
what I'm
I had
saying. It's like that today, but for the felon, that's his life story.
right.
See, once upon a time, it used to be where people who didn't have backgrounds, they could quit a job, have a job next week or two
Facts.
weeks.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So regular people are feeling what felons feel immediately after they get out. Like, you really got to know somebody to get a decent job,
Nah,
especially
for
if you
real.
went to prison for a violent crime. Yeah, you got to know somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it was. That's how I was able to get this job that I got now. Being as though I was talking to Salute Soap in the building. How you feeling, Soap? Uh yeah, that's how it was
Salute, bro.
with this job now. By the dude that I talked to in the next apartment over, he had I had told him what happened at my job and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, bro, we coming up on the time right now where we gonna start needing people. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a word in for you." And I'm like, "Nah, for real, I appreciate that." So they was like taking some time, whatever, and they was like kind of like prolonging for real, and he kept coming to me telling me, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, look. If I don't get the job, I don't get the job, bro. If I do get the job, I do get the job. I just appreciate, you looking out and putting the word in for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't have to do
Yeah,
that. So I just let them know, like, I mean, like, you ain't have to do that, bro. Like, it
but
wasn't it wasn't a mandatory thing that you did that, but you did that on how you felt about the situation. So I mean, I'm just grateful for that, bro. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I mean, it ain't. I ain't gonna try to
see,
blame you on nothing.
this the thing though, Chuck. You got to understand this too. When you doing right or you trying to do right and you striving for right, the
Hmm.
Most High ain't gonna leave you hanging.
Facts.
See, again, and it's hard for us to see that down here on the earth. It's hard for us to see into the future. That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
But we got to understand that it's God that touched the heart of that man that kept pushing you to come on, man. We finna be behind. But that's God touching that man's heart to impress upon you to make a move.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So just just take that in stride. And again, when I be talking to you, I'm talking to myself at the same time, bro. You already know this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any encouraging words I give you, trust and believe. I have to give them same words to myself every day to stay out here. To stay, and when I say out here, I ain't talking about freedom. I'm saying out here in my right frame of mind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that's def. And this. So for anybody who hasn't caught the first two joints that we this is part three. So if anybody didn't catch the first two joints that we did, you're gonna understand where we're going at with this, because you know as we go through this video, we're gonna be listening to a whole bunch of degenerate behavior and degenerate talk and stuff, and nothing that you hear on here is gonna is gonna be anything towards progression. This is all flesh talk, all degenerate behavior, just straight bull crap for real. You know what I'm saying? Like no resolutions have been made, none of that stuff. So when you when as we go through, you gonna understand why we was talking the way we was talking just now. Because anytime anytime you come into our live, me and B already done started talking before I hit the live button. that's, that's just how that's just how it go. We don't give no special bottle. Wait, anytime you come into a live, you gonna just hear us talking, bro. So yeah, that's just how it goes. That's kind of like our intro. They be like, "Yo, well, hold up, bro. y'all just went live with us
Right, just
already talking."
right, just straight conversation.
Real talk. But so let me give you a breakdown of the characters that are in this live. So this is a 607 interview. The dude in the green with the Adidas shirt on, that's Pastor Eli. You gonna hear us talk about him quite often because one, his name Pastor Eli, and let me know if you get any pastor vibes from this person. And then two, we got next to him on the right hand side, that's OG Kunta. Across from OG Kunta, you can't see him because he kind of off screen a little bit. You see, all you see is 607 Unk face. The dude in the black right there on the left hand side of the screen. Sitting next to him is OG Gumby. He gonna be in the red. So we're oh geez, hold on. My fault, my kids in the background, bro. Set tripping back there. But what you gonna see is, well, what you gonna hear from them is a whole bunch of blasphemy talk, whole bunch of just reckless conversation, whole bunch of just in the flesh moments. And I referred I referred to this. I'm like, bro, how you gonna be a pastor? We ain't hear no Bible quotes. We ain't hear nothing from the Lord. We ain't hear only time you gonna hear something from the Lord is in a few seconds when I hit this play button. He gonna say some off the wall stuff because I rewired it back just a little bit. But he gonna say some off the wall stuff, and yeah, bro, it's it's sad. It's sad. And these is older folks. Now you heard B, how B coming. He we strictly from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We speaking nothing but that kind of talk. No matter what we're doing, you might hear a verse come out. We might refer to the book or whatever, but these guys they ain't whip none of that out. They ain't even speak on the Lord throughout this whole joint except for this one part. And and also my Theo had told me that this dude is really he's an actual pastor, and that his wife is supposed to be a judge or something.
Well, you know what Christ said. You know what the book say. In the
Hmm.
end times, there would arise many false leaders and teachers.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and see that's why the first joint I did, the first live, which I had to take down and make an actual video, so it's in the video section if you want to see it. Uh the verse that I was coming from was deceptions of false teachers. The verse that I
Right.
was coming from. I might have to go get my book so I can bring that back up. But yeah, while I go get my book real quick, because I write a lot of stuff down. Let me go ahead and start this joint. Let me go ahead and start this joint so that we can get an understanding of where we going at. Be
For
right
me.
back, B.
I don't care who you, don't care how tough you is, I don't care how much you. That's how much love.
Why? Yeah, why would you
Why?
do that?
Let him tell you why.
Tell me why.
Why?
Really, my God, this one of the most devout, God-fearing brothers that I ever came across in my life. Yeah, when I first met him, bro, he kind of really made me turn to God. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll tell you, I was a little chaos fool. I was showing my ass in prison. You know what I'm saying? And he was too. And he changed his life. He changed his life in such a dramatic way, bro, that it was.
Oh, you changed in prison. You turned.
I changed in prison. My mama died. Let me just make a long story short. I did a lot of wrong. I just didn't want to say that in front of him. I did a lot of wrong. I misled a lot of people. I misled the prison system.
Man to say that.
Yeah, I did a lot of stupid stuff. I started all the riots in prison. I told the brothers that if the Mexican mess with us, white, if they don't fight when we come off lockdown, I get you. I make sure we whoop you because this is how we gonna survive.
Now, now, oh man, we already starting the shenanigans. Now, you hear how he was, talking to him about talking to the interview person about him being godlike and all this stuff. Soon as he,
Yep.
soon as he cut him off, old boy was like, "Yeah, because I told him I misled a lot of people, and I told people that if you don't fight with us, yeah, we gonna get you off a lockdown." This boy did not. he ain't segue off that into the Lord and nothing like that. Yo just went straight back to his so-called accomplishments in jail, in prison and stuff. Like it's
Right. And again, those accomplishments, whatever they may be, if they're not tangible in terms of a some form of certification or some type of document that says you've acquired this level of education, those accomplishments remain in prison. None of them shots that you allegedly call translate into anything out here. It don't pay a bill. It don't buy no food. It don't put gas in a car. So I'm just trying to see where is the lesson, right, in that. And two,
mhm,
why wouldn't you want to say, why wouldn't you want to admit your faults in front of your quote unquote brother? Why would you
fact.
say, I didn't want to say that in front of you? So basically, so if you didn't want to tell me or expose to me your faults, then you low key trying to show me an image
Exactly.
that may not even be rooted in reality.
hmm
You see what I'm saying?
You already came here with a deceptive purpose.
Right. Because again, confessing your faults, that's biblical teaching.
hmm
If you confess your faults and what you overcame, how you know they won't inspire somebody to work on their faults? But
Facts.
no, you don't want to expose that side of yourself because you want to get off this image like you've always been the person you are.
Hmm.
That's why you didn't want to expose that.
And this is the verse. This is the verse right here that I pulled up on part one. This is the verse right here. Deceptions of false teachers. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody that think that I was just bull crapping and stuff like that, no, I actually have this up there the whole time. Because every time I say something, I refer back to these verses. And the one verse that I really wanted everybody, well, there's two verses in here that I really wanted everybody to really like pay attention to. One is verse 18, and the second verse is verse 20. Now, 18 says, for when they speak of great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness. Those that were clean escape from them who live in error. Okay, so I had broke down that word wantonness, right? Now, what I'm gonna have to go to church real quick. So when we speak of wantonness is a lack of restraint and uh a lack of restraint, inhibit. Dang, I had this word the last time. Dang, bro, I cannot think of this word. I had it the last time. All right.
What is the word?
I inhibition. I am.
Inhibition.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. A lack of restraint, inhibition, or deliberate and unprovoked disregard for the right, safety, or feelings of another. Okay, so when we go through this, we're gonna hear a lot of that wantonness come out. Okay, then then I was talking about lascivious. I was talking about lascivious behavior. Um, lascivious. So lascivious means of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire. Okay, so we're gonna hear a lot of wantonness and lascivious behavior coming from these gentlemen. I got lascivious from wantonness. Because the definition also goes on for wantonness. It can also refer to lascivious, lewd, but more commonly describe actions that are cruel, destructive, or reckless without justification. So a lot of that goes into what we're watching, and I'm only doing that. I'm only doing it like this is because people always say, "Oh, the Bible don't refer, doesn't go with the times that we're in now." That's bull crap. That's bull crap. It goes
How is
perfect.
that when go ahead? I'm sorry, my bad. I ain't
No, no,
mean to
no,
do
no,
that.
no. You good? It goes
How is that?
perfect. Go ahead.
How is that when the book of Ecclesiastes says there's nothing new under the sun?
Mm-hmm.
So how does not the Bible apply when the very book speaks of the times that we in as describing them as nothing new under the sun?
Mm-hmm. Real talk. Yeah. So it goes perfect for the time. Actually it even goes better with the time that we in now. It goes better with the time that we in now. You know what I mean? And then the other verse I want y'all to pay attention to is verse 20. Is verse 20 up here that says, for if after they have escaped the pollution of the world through the knowledge, pay attention, through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse than them worse with them than the beginning. And if you go down to verse 20, because it's like a continuation, you go down to verse 20 for 21. For if it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they know it to turn from the holy commandments delivered unto them. So I really want y'all to pay attention to that, because that right there says a whole lot. That right there says a whole lot, especially if his name is Pastor Eli and he's having conversations like the one we're ready to listen to. You know, is kind of low key. It's kind of low key sad for real. It's kind of low key sad for real, because he's setting this false image in people's minds that you can live through the flesh and be with the flesh. It's I forget where it's at in the book, but it says in the book. You're gonna make me go find it, but it says in the book, if you sow from the flesh, you reap the flesh. But if you sow from the spirit, you reap the spirit.
Right.
So, y'all, while I play this, I'm gonna find exactly where it's at. But just notice how when he spoke, started speaking on the Lord, how he just cut him off and he started going right back to that flesh talk. in like an instant. After the dude asked him a question, he asked him, and he said, "I'm gonna let him tell you."
What?
Why? Really, my God, this one of the most devout.
Man, I want them out. Even though you got the bad boys, you got the Crips, you got the blood. You can't win.
So, that's a good question. The person that you want out, is it a person that came to you like, oh, they scared, they probably was in debt, something else probably happened?
What they do, they know I got respect, and they say, hey, man, I want to get out. It's blood in, blood out. These dudes don't want to let them out. This the problem they got.
They can't get out.
This here.
Yeah, gotta get
What
blood.
happened? Nobody, don't care how tough they act, man. Nobody want to be in prison under pressure. Nobody.
But that's like that's principle. Like
that whole gang clique, that whole gang, say all MW, it's about 100 of them. You got 70 Crips, you got 50 blood, you got
Now, all right. So I told you I was gonna go find that verse. Now we talking about Galatians. We talking about Galatians chapter 6, verse 8. For he who sows to his flesh will of the flesh reap corruption, but for he who sows to the spirit will of the spirit reap everlasting life. That's Galatians 6, chapter 6, verse 8. Y'all write that down.
just straight boys out of Dallas. All of them gonna go against you for me. I don't care who you, don't care how tough you is, I don't care how much you. That's how much love.
why? Yeah, why would you do that?
Let him tell you why.
Why?
Really, my God, this one of the most devout God.
Go ahead and tell them why, baby. Tell them why,
Get
baby.
man say, boy.
And then he said this. What did he say? This is the most devout, devout man. Oh man.
I don't even know why he used that word. Because if you look up the word devout, what that means is not what he is.
Let's
See,
look up
devout,
that word
you're
devout.
talking about monks, you're talking about nuns, you're talking about people who have voluntarily chose a certain period to consecrate themselves and sanctify themselves for a spiritual purpose. That's what devout is. Devout is you never missing prayer. You know, you always doing what you need to do from a religious standpoint. That don't mean that that what you're doing is changing you inside, but being devout is basically the external uh, uh adherence to rules, principles of a spiritual nature. Like if you're supposed to pray at 3 o'clock, you pray at 3 o'clock every day, and you do that over a span of months, then you could say that you're devout with your 3 o'clock prayer.
Right. So so I looked up what is the biblical definition of devout. And it says to cling to Jesus and steadfastly preserve with him out of love and gratitude with express our dedication to him through three things: a passion to obey, a spirit of humanity, and the servant's heart. I think that's I think that's how Oh no, hold on. All right. I think I spelled it wrong. No, I did. I spelled it wrong. My bad. Wrong one. Wrong one. I spelled it wrong. Okay, in the Bible, devout means deeply religious, earnest, and specifically devoted to God and his worship. It describes a person who has a deep commitment to their faith, expressed through constant prayer, generosity, and adherence to the religious duties, often showing a profound reverence for God. Yeah, he definitely ain't that. He definitely ain't that. You he definitely ain't that. You can tell by the conversation that we're having right now. Once he cut this dude off from talking, he's gonna go right back to what it was. And like I said, like it's not it's not that I ain't gonna say he's not a pastor, because anybody can become a pastor. All you gotta do is take a couple classes and get sign up and get the whatever tax forms and all that crazy stuff. Not saying that he's not a pastor, because it's not hard to become a pastor. But what I'm saying is he doesn't give pastor vibes. He doesn't talk with pastor vibes. Like you can have a conversation with my uncle, and my uncle, he's gonna talk God. He's gonna talk. He's gonna bring some form of fashion. The book is gonna be referred, just like B. It's like B. In some form of fashion, for a person who's God, like it talks with that spirit and stuff like that. In some form of fashion, that book is gonna be referred to. The word is gonna be referred to. He's gonna bring up God somewhere throughout that conversation. God's gonna come up. This is the only time. This is the only time we heard God come into this interview, and it's not even from the pastor himself.
Exactly. And again, from if you're gonna say pastor, then why didn't you give the Lord credit for whatever influence you may have had, if you
Facts.
had any to begin with? Because I'm hard pressed to believe that you're one man, non-gang affiliated, and you calling shots for all these organizations that's in prison. I don't believe
Facts.
that for 1 second. I don't believe that for 1 second. But if that
CEO in the
was the
building.
case, if that was the case, then why didn't you say, well, the Lord gave me, respect amongst the people in prison to where when I said something, they would respect it. Now you talking about I had respect. Respect for what?
Right.
What do you mean you had respect? And so in that respect, you're trying to tell me that men ranging from 5 years to 99 years just gonna listen to you? Man, get out of here.
Look,
That sounds good.
little
That sounds good to
1785
somebody.
Ti.
That sounds good to somebody who ain't never been there. And
Facts.
again, being there is no trophy. That's no accomplishment. I don't know why prison podcasting even started. A nigga should be more concerned about getting his life together than sitting on somebody's couch or somebody's platform talking about what the hell he did in prison when we out here dealing with food, gas, and bills.
Hmm.
We don't give it, we don't care nothing about. I'm trying to watch my language. We don't care nothing about what you done in prison.
Facts.
That means nothing to the man who trying to feed his family. That means nothing to the man who's made the correct choices all his life to stay out of prison. Give a
Hmm.
damn about what the hell you did in prison, fool.
Mhm. Nah, real
Call a
talk.
shot out here. Call a shot out here. You want to impress me?
Hmm.
Call some shots out here.
Real
See, if you
talk.
was a real shot caller, you wouldn't be on 607 Monk. You'd be on the Breakfast Club or some other bigger platform. You heard?
Hmm.
See, if we gonna go there.
And the message, and the message will be definitely different. Like B said, you'll be coming with a testimony
Exactly.
every time you talk. You'll be coming with a testimony. You wouldn't be coming with no, oh yeah, because they everybody listen to me because I had respect out here. I was running this the inside, and bruh, it wouldn't be none of that. It would be a testimony on how the Lord took you from being in a place where I had to use my gun, so-called use my gun in self-defense, to now I'm out here giving back to the people that I hurt and harmed and did all that stuff. I would have a significant testimony about where I
You know,
came
it,
from to where I'm at now.
and it just speaks to the powerless nature of black people in general, but the black male in particular, that he got to get out here in a free society and talk about some leadership position he had in jail.
Yeah, and then this where psychological analysis and verbal and nonverbal cues come from. So we got one guy looking up in the sky, thinking of how can he, you know, not sound like a punk on here and regain his image. And then we got the other guy who's explaining something about another man, not even confident in what he's saying because he's looking down. Anytime you look down and you're speaking and trying to articulate what's going on, you don't have that confidence within yourself. So I'm starting to feel like you don't even believe what you're saying out your mouth.
You don't.
Look at the two demeanors.
It's a lie. Again, based on the definition of devout, it's a lie. That
Man.
can't be that can't be the most devout man you'd have never met. Can't be. Because
Whew,
if that's the most devout you done met,
whew.
sir, you in trouble.
You, oh boy. Oh boy.
You better cut your spiritual GPS on so maybe, the Lord and the angels can locate you because you in the land of the lost, if that's the most devout you done ever ran across.
Nah, they ain't hit the live. Theo asked if they hit the live. Nah, we still
Who?
live. I'm watching it on my screen.
If who hit the live?
He asking the YouTube strike my live.
Oh,
I was
oh, oh.
yeah, I was telling him, nah, we still live. I'm looking at it on my screen. That's why I'm watching it on my screen, Theo, to make sure, yeah, me, yeah, because you
Yeah,
know
that's
how
not
when we
that's
get to talking, bro, they get the yeah, play them games sometimes.
and again, the only reason dudes like this can come on a platform and talk about this type of stuff is because the black community is complicit in accepting this type of behavior.
Right.
See, everybody got to look in the mirror now and ask yourself, how do I encourage this? You know, when little Billy get out, even though little Billy did 5 years, 6 years, could have got a free ass GED, could have went to some free ass college, could have got a free ass trade, but you didn't get out with nothing. But we having barbecues and parades like these niggas is war heroes or something,
Real talk.
and have nothing to give back. Nothing. See, again, your footprints that you leave in your life, that's the testimony of your life on this earth. The
Mm-hmm.
footprints you leave in other people's life. And again, where if you this man, then where are the people that you're helping change? If you're an agent of change, judge the tree by the fruit it bear. I'm looking at the basket,
Right.
me, and I don't see nothing. You ain't mentioned one time how God pulled you up, cleaned you up, straightened your back to where you could stand as a man in that environment that's meant to dehumanize you. You don't talk like that. You talking about
Facts.
the respect you had, and when you got off the bus, they was already chanting and this and that. Man, get out of here with the Hollywood shit.
Nah, no cat.
Because
Nah, no
again,
cat.
people like you, people like Theo, other people who may tune into this live who ain't never been to jail, but been out here their whole life. Yeah, they been doing time out here the real way.
Mm-hmm.
Not no 3 hots in a cot and your shower and your shelter and all that. The necessities of life are already provided. You ain't doing nothing, nigga. You ain't doing nothing but waking up every goddamn day.
Hmm.
That ain't no fucking accomplishment. Cause you sitting your nigga ass in the penitentiary, farting on them white folks sheet, waking up every day. You ain't helping nobody with that shit.
Hmm.
Writing letters to the house. Can you send me? I need, and they ain't feeding, and I'm hungry.
Mm, mm, mm.
But you sitting
I
up on platforms, and it ain't just these dudes, it's all these
no,
clowns getting on these goddamn platforms, bigging this prison shit up like that's something. And you
no.
can't find a goddamn job out here. And it
Even
ain't no streets to go back to in case motherfuckers done went to sleep and forgot. Ain't no motherfucking streets when you got cameras every goddamn where. Fuck you finna do for
even
money.
even
This shit.
even
Sick of this shit.
no, you're 100%, because even finesse 2 times was on that bull crap, crying about how his mama ain't putting nothing on his books, how nobody looked out for what, for
And you
what.
see how his dumb ass done got caught up again?
And now exactly. So now you know when it did that, you know when it disrespect, cause for when I seen that, all I the first thing, I swear, the first thing I thought about was honor thy mother, thy father, and your days will be longer. That's the only thing I
Not
thought
just that,
of. Bruh.
not just that, but the book of Proverbs says, as a dog returns to his vomit,
Vomit.
so
Yeah.
shall a fool return to his folly.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's what the
Real talk.
Bible say.
And
The
that's
Bible
not
say a fool and his money shall soon part.
and
See, again,
that's
I'm
not
going
even
back
the
to what I
only
said
time.
last week. I'm going back to what I said last week. A bunch of these niggas got homosexual tendencies, and that's why you can't stay out here on the street.
Wait, bro.
You like showering next to another month. You like all that come with the penitentiary life. You like it. That's why you can't
Right.
stay out.
Mm-hmm. And that's
Yeah,
not the
you like
only
that.
time that the Bible refers to a dog returning back to his vomit, bro. That's not the only time. In this, I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because this is in Galatians. The one that B said was in Proverbs. This is in Galatians, and it says it right there at the bottom in 22. But it happens unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire, which is the mud. So it's not it's not only just at one joint. It's actually said. It's actually a thing that's said quite often. You know, you want you man.
Bro, you got people, you got people out here,
Jesus.
even though we know that about the pitfalls of talking too goddamn much on social media. We know
Mhm.
about this. We know how many people done got caught up. We done seen it. These dumbass niggas keep getting on this thing, on these platforms, on these websites, this social media, talking and getting themselves caught up. I
Mhm.
can't respect nothing about a man like that.
Facts.
Cause you violating everything you allegedly stand for.
Exactly.
You can't even keep your own mouth shut about a play that you running, knowing that it's illegal.
Mhm.
But you supposed to be respected. I'm supposed to believe that you got respect. I'm supposed to believe that. The public is supposed to believe it, obviously, because you went on a whole public platform with this bullshit.
Facts.
And again, bro, it's time out for the community just embracing these motherfucking degenerates with open arms.
Mhm.
The Bible say, come out from among her. Yeah, the wicked. Again, this is one of the problems with black folk. We don't want to call the real shit out when it pertains to us.
Facts.
We
Facts.
don't want to call out the bad behavior. We don't want to call out the degenerate shit that we do as men.
Facts. And we're supposed to
I
look
don't
at
expect
these
I
guys.
don't expect nothing. I don't expect nothing out the woman if I ain't right as a goddamn man. How the fuck she gonna be right?
She not. That's that's in Titus. That's why reading the Bible is so serious, bro. Because that's in Titus, bro. How you are the woman is gonna be. So if you like this, then I can only imagine how your woman gonna be. Real talk. What's up, Theo? Theo's in the building. How you feel,
Yeah,
man?
this shit
It's been a while since we had the three brothers up here, bro.
Now I just woke up, bro. I saw y'all on live. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going ahead and jump up in here. I'm just listening. Y'all having devotion over here.
Nah, for real, bro. Be- because, bro, when 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 we listen to these brothers talk and we listen to these brothers speak, bro. Yeah, I mean, I'm listening to some 18, 19, maybe even like 22, in that time range. The earliest the latest I give is like 25. That's what I'm seeing right now in the form of a 50-year-old man. So I'm looking at a 25-year-old in a 50-year-old man's body, and we're supposed to respect what he's saying.
when you're not giving no credit to the Most High for whatever you became, however you survived it. That was God's mercy and grace. It wasn't because you was no bad goddamn actor. Nigga, the penitentiary full of bad actors. How the fuck you think you got there? Or you just think
Right,
you living in a goddamn bubble? You the only bad actor in the goddamn pen. Man, get
right,
out of here with this fantasy ass shit. You ain't the only bad actor out here in the world, my nigga. Now put them shoes on.
Exactly.
Try that shit there on for size. You
But
ain't the
see,
only bad motherfucker out here. The
but see
hell?
what you said earlier about people that maybe ain't been to jail and stuff like that. It makes sense to them. Like, and that I'm glad you said that because like I told God before I even got on this live, I'm like, man, I ain't trying to disrespect, the Pastor Eli, nothing like that. But B got a great point, bro. You sitting telling us, oh, my mama died. That's when I found God. Okay, how did you find God? Because I tell you, when I was sitting in that bitch, I ain't even been, I ain't even got no court date, my court date for a whole nother year. And I'm sitting in that cell with 5 other niggas that's older than me. And I told God then, man, I take responsibility. That didn't, all right, the door is open and you
Right.
walk up out of here. That didn't happen. I could tell you step by step what happened. I've never heard Pastor Eli say what happened step by step. How the fuck you get out? You do all your time, do this, you just stop being bad. Like, come on, bro. You're not,
Mm-hmm.
but when you talking to motherfuckers that ain't of that, you don't have to do no deep dive. And that's
Facts.
always been weird to me because I feel like if you would save my nigga, you would want to go into that story.
Real talk. Real talk. You that's what I said. You wouldn't be up here talking no bull crap. It would be a testimony. Salute Smitty's in the building. What's going on, Native?
Theo, the only time I ever bring up my time in prison is if I'm using it for an example. And I always bring it up
Exactly.
because I be wanting people to know, especially young brothers, hey man, you can make a mistake and bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you got the most high on your side, that's because that's the only way I've done it. I ain't been on these streets damn near 25 years from when I got out on my own intelligence and cognizance. God has been merciful and gracious to me, and I ain't scared to tell that to nobody. Bro, I'm so real with this thing. When I got this truck I'm driving now, and the way I got it, I went to the hood. Everybody, man, how you get this? Shit, God. That's all I had to tell them. And they looking at me crazy. And I ain't know what else to tell them. Because it wasn't because of credit score. It
Ain't
wasn't
nothing
because
else
I
to
got
tell them.
money. You feel what I'm saying? And we live in a time now to
Yep.
where, the so-called black conscious individual, you done got so goddamn conscious to where you done took on the idea that, man, well, what if it ain't a God? Nigga, please. If you really felt like that,
And see, that's the
no, I'm just
thing.
saying. I'm just
No,
saying
you
this is
right.
this is this is what happens. We start worshiping the intellect instead of worshiping the one who created the intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of worshiping the one
And
who
like I told
gave you
Naeem
the
yesterday,
logical reasoning to say, well, what if? Who gave you the mind to even question?
Hmm.
You didn't make your own goddamn mind.
hmm,
Facts.
I told Naeem
That's
yesterday, I said all our grandparents, they used to when I got this, I prayed on it. Nobody questioned that. Nobody, man, what else did she do? Man, you're not finna question grandma because her faith is so strong. When she say something like that, that's what it is.
that's what it
So
is.
that's why, nigga, we grew up fearing of going to hell, nigga. It was shit we was like, man, I ain't going to hell, nigga.
Nah, no
And we
cap.
15, 16. Like, hell no, bro. Like, yeah, we gotta cross. We ain't crossing that line, nigga. We might be crazy, but we ain't doing that. So now with the black intellect, is you is God, bro. I can't be God, nigga, because I
Bro,
don't always be on God time. So
Mm-hmm.
let's be
bro,
realistic.
how are we gods? How are we gods? And we ain't been able with all our intellectual reasoning and book writing and lecturing and touring and all this whole other shit that's done came out of the quote unquote black conscious community. How are we still begging for jobs if we so
Mm,
conscious? Why are we still bitching about healthcare if we so conscious? Why are we still talking about it ain't no grocery store? Our neighborhoods are food deserts. If we so goddamn conscious and godlike, explain to me
mm.
explain our condition. Man, we built the pyramids, yet you can't build a good credit score.
No
This is
cap.
the type of this is the type of
And see that thing
bullshit
right there.
thinking,
We,
bro. This is the type of bullshit thinking that got to be smashed. You hear me?
yes.
I'm talking about Hulk smash.
Because niggas don't
because
even
it's
say all the
bullshit.
ancestors. They say we, like we did it. Nigga, we ain't done shit. Like to this day, we haven't done nothing. But nigga love to take what the ancestors did and say we did. Nah, nigga, they did it. And that's why you can say they did it, because you saw a difference in how they live versus how we live. We take whatever the fuck they say for face value. Let a nigga say something. Let me say, hey, I don't know about that. Oh, this nigga hating on the white man. Stop blaming the white man. All right, bitch. Now what? It's us. All right, bro. This the same nigga that just said, oh, back in the 60s. Bro, that's my thing too. And I ain't trying to be long-winded, but niggas love to say, back in the 60s and all that, we was together. Don't stop right there, bro. Don't stop with the Black Wall Street and just stop right there. Say what happened to that. That's why I don't like when niggas do that shit. They pinpoint something, they wanna prove their point, but they don't say the whole thing. Black Wall Street happened, and then they came and bombed our shit. Black Panthers happened, and they came and killed our leaders. Then they brought crack. Then they brought gangs. Like, don't leave that shit out. That shit critical.
Nah, it is. It is
But
crucial.
now you God. Come on, bro.
Let's let's run this
That's
real
why
quick.
niggas is on it. Look at these niggas, bro.
Let's run this real quick. Uh, before we hit this play, Smitty, where you at? You in here?
Man, I'm right here. I'm right here,
Okay.
Native. I got a couple minutes, you know what I'm saying, kick it and cool it. You know what I'm saying? I was making some breakfast for the missus, and I said, let me go ahead and show some love, man. Awesome discussion. Respect to the family.
All right, we ready to run this. Yeah, I mean, for a couple seconds, and then we gonna pause it. Yeah, I mean, you know how we do. Let's get this in there, because this whole hour we only 17 minutes in.
Friend, brother, that I ever came across in my life. Yeah. When I first met him, bro, he kind of really made me turn to God. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll tell you, I was a little chaos fool. I was showing my ass in prison. You know what I'm saying? And he was too, you know. And he changed his life. He changed his life in such a dramatic way, bro, that it was.
Oh, you changed in prison. You turned.
I changed in prison. My mama died. Let me just make a long story short. I did a lot of wrong. I just didn't want to say that in front of him. I did a lot of wrong. I misled a lot of people. I misled the prison system.
Man to say that.
Yeah, I did a lot of stupid stuff. I started all the riots in prison. I told the brothers that if the Mexican mess with us, white, if they don't fight when we come off lockdown, I get you. I make sure we whoop you, because this is how we gonna survive. I figure a way how the black can survive. We have to stick together, regardless of what Crip blood. I don't care about none of that. I had a meeting. I don't care what gang you're in. When these other race people come against us, we gonna get down. So I made sure that we had that unity to survive. So I watched too many dudes get killed cause guys was running. I seen too many guys get dudes said, man, they ain't got nothing to do with us. We're Crips. We ain't got nothing to do with the blood. No, in prison, we don't care about your gang.
Oh yeah.
In prison, it's this here. The blacks stick together. If y'all don't, we gonna handle y'all. We gonna make sure y'all don't be on the unit. That's how it.
Okay, but they still can't get over gang politics though. Like if it
don't do that. Prison overrule anything. It ain't no gang. It ain't no. No, prison don't run gang. No, it's a black law.
that's just like the way a lot of Mexicans are. Like no matter what.
That's just in a race war.
It's race.
That's in a race war.
That's all.
We don't see gang.
In a race war.
Yeah.
We
But they don't
survive.
kick in
Hey,
the
hey,
time.
can I
No,
say something real quick,
we ain't
Native?
got time to bang
Yeah,
in
hold
prison.
on.
Everybody got their own
Give me
business.
1 second.
But when it come down,
All right, go ahead, cause yeah, we got some. Let's go. Let's go and talk about
Um, all right, so like, and this ain't even like to be on no like banging or not. Like this is a real thing. So let me help you out. Who really truly are the top names when it comes to who runs whatever inside of the prison system are the Aryan Nation, the Muslims, all right, the Latinos, all right, and if we come to us as far as gangs, the main predominant name would be the Bloods. Any and all that extra stuff, GDs and all that other stuff, and it's nothing. It's not a shot or anything. It's just when you really talking about like who truly has a functional control in the prison system,
Hmm.
bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. It's more so like Aryan Nation and like Muslims and Latinos. I'm just being real with you, my nigga. But I digress. My mic is muted. Respect to the family. Oh, and to that one point from earlier, very true. Me myself, even the only time that I do speak about being incarcerated is if it's relevant to the conversation. And to give a quick example, if you think about it, just like war vets, how many times do you hear war vets just running around talking about the bodies they got overseas? That's just something they don't talk about. And most people who real deal have gone through that circumstance of life, we
Hmm.
really don't talk about it unless it's for a position to either like help somebody get some info or it's relevant or you just like relating to a conversation. But most of us just don't go around just blabbing out. Yeah, I did 7 years, nigga. Like, nah, dog, it don't work like that. We trying to get that out of our system. We are like, bruh, like I'm beyond that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get that shit. Like, yeah, no more hookups, my nigga. No more hookups and raps. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Yeah, that's B.
Yo,
You know,
man, I'm just letting everybody, I'm just
uh,
listening, bro.
hey,
I'm just
bro,
listening.
nah, this dude, this dude, crazy, bro. He said,
Again,
he
in
said,
prison, no one man is calling shots for multiple groups. That's just not reality, bro.
facts.
Like real talk. That's what Smitty is saying. Ain't no one dude solo dolo. Now you don't belong to nothing. You trying to tell me that you on a unit that may be 2, 3,000, 4,000 man, if especially if it's a max. You telling me one man is calling all these shots, man? Stop.
No, that's bullshit. And just like how my man B said, every boss has a corporation above the boss. So you can be CEO, whatever it is. There is somebody that you still have to report to in order to stay in in that legal CEO position. And it's the same thing even in like gang, prison ranks, whatever you want to call it. It's
Right.
the exact same thing, bro. Like you can't just go do anything. Why? Because just like the CEO would be jeopardizing the business and everybody's job, that
Mhm.
person who goes and just blows out of nowhere and thinks they're going to call all the shots, you put more of the people in danger because we all know if you say whatever, we got to ride. So you
Right.
can't have one person making the shots. There literally is a round table and a council, even when it comes to gang politics. But I digress. My mic is muted.
Yeah, and the part that threw me off, the part that threw me off about this, right? He said, if you don't first he said like it's all about our skin color. You know what I'm saying? That was a given. That's a given from the beginning. But then he said he seen too many people run and stuff happened, and then like if you didn't fight, you know, then when we got off lockdown, I will come get you. Now, Smitty, I remember you saying like you had to do some stuff, and you ain't want to, but you had to do it because then you'll be exiled, you know.
Fact. Fact.
but but see, he's not speaking of it in that sense. He's speaking of it as if he was the one doing that. But doesn't that cause more division? Wouldn't that cause more division if okay, so we all know, bro, we all know everybody ain't built for that kind of war, bro. Everybody ain't built for that. So
Mhm.
wouldn't that still cause more division amongst y'all that if you waited till you got off lockdown to go beat show up, then what? Then what was he going? What comes
Well,
after
first,
that?
first of all, bro, like let's just like settle something for real. And I just got about a few minutes. Got to get ready to get up out of here. So look, let's just settle this, right? when it comes to going to war in prison,
Mm-hmm.
that is truly something that is sat down. Like, listen, I remember when a circumstance like that happened, right? It was literally a riot. You know what I'm saying? It's 2017. No, 2015. I remember 2015. And long story short, we sat down and we talked about that for about a week before we even made a move. And do you not know how many different like how much the brothers was going back and forth on how we gonna do it, when we gonna strike, when we gonna move. So my point is that throughout that entire, you know what I'm saying, of delegation,
Mm-hmm.
bro, that had nothing to do with just no one person, bro. It literally was all of us because it's so much on the line, bro. When you go to war, you got brothers that's giving up their good time, risking. You got brothers that's giving up if they can go home early. You got brothers that's giving up going to the hole and not being able to get their visits. And the only thing they live on is being able to see their daughter and their girl when they come.
Mm.
You
You better
understand
tell
that?
them.
Like real shit, dog. Like, so when you go to war, even in prison, it's a lot that niggas is risking all the way down to their very lives. So it
Yeah,
ain't
you
no
better
just
tell
be
them,
calling
man.
nothing. It is very militant. Actually, it's more militant than what we see out here in the street with so-called this gangs with these YNs nowadays. Way
Hmm.
more militant. You cannot make no moves just on no you saying it's you. It's the whole. So if they're not saying that yet, all the brothers, all the members had to get together. If they not talking like that, I have a hard time even taking it serious because I know truly in my face how the real politics of that shit work. But I digress. My mic is
Huh,
muted.
Mm.
man. That boy said that.
Hmm.
I think the
He
thing
said
with
that.
and I told Chop this because Eli from Dallas, and that was the era that I grew up in Dallas at. That nigga come from like Dixie Circle and all that shit. So it's like that nigga didn't gang bang. I don't, I don't care what nobody. That nigga didn't gang bang. He was a one man nigga. So that's why when I listen to his story, I'm like, nigga, that's how you moved outside. But there's no way you gonna move, and it's easy to move outside like that because it's all free game. Nigga do whatever they want. But once you come into these politics, yeah, you might have respect, but just like the whole, and I know Chop gonna get there with the boys and all that shit. It's like when now you see the nigga baby feed and shit. How many times you been on real life street stars, all that shit? Now we hearing about some boys. It's been a year, so it's like, nah,
But
bro, just call. And then you got them. You got them stages. That's that when this Texas prison shit hit YouTube, it's stages to that shit. You got the 90s and the 80s, and then you got the 2000s, then you got the 2010s, and everybody talking about when I was there it was this, and when I was there it was that. It's like nigga gotta put that line down. Oh, when I was there, everybody listen to me, everybody respect me, bro. That shit, and I ain't never been to prison. I only been to county, but I would understand. Nigga, I even try to do some shit in county, and niggas try to step in front of that. So I can imagine in prison, nigga, not just finna let you have your way, and you standing on your own time. Like Smitty just said, if we gonna sit here and talk for a whole week about a whole riot, you think we gonna sit here and talk about a week to get one nigga out the way?
man, say. And the
That shit,
common
it's like,
denominator through all these, the common denominator through all these prison stories, whether it's 90s, 80s, whatever, is the prison guards at the end of the day still calling all the goddamn shots. The guards still telling you bad acting ass niggas will rack up at 10:30, and you taking your happy ass in that goddamn cell or your bunk or your cubicle, and you gonna get there and you gonna stay there till it's time for breakfast in the morning. Why? Because in reality, you know you don't run shit in prison. I don't give a damn what group you were part of, what group you name. all of them understand at the end of the day, the people that's pushing the buttons and got them keys are the ones that's calling the real goddamn shots. At the end of the day. Oh shit.
The black, we black.
We all black and we all
And it ain't no, I ain't in it. You in it because you black. And if you don't get in it, I have to deal with you.
If you don't participate, if you don't recreate, you're gonna get recreated on.
When we come up off lockdown.
When we come up off lockdown, it means somebody is definitely finna come in your house and whoop your ass.
When these guys look at me and they see me chained, they be tripping, but they don't know the whole time I was in prison, I was living a lie.
My question is that you said you were able to get all these different fractions of different gangs to accept that somebody is they want to get out of their life, right? And you did that under the guise of you had changed your life around, right?
Well, yeah, before I really just changed, I was in process. I didn't really change to my mom. I had to respect.
My question is that because I know a lot of dudes, I'm saying, they got a lot of respect. I'm saying, were they Mexican mafia, were they Nazi low around the skin?
Now this is where Gumby Ray started giving pushback to what he's saying. So we're gonna start hearing a lot of questioning going on, because like we were saying before, we was laughing about it on the last one, that Gumby was like, a lot of this stuff that you talked about, bro, I ain't seen that. You know, he was giving that pushback because he trying to figure out how he was able to do all the stuff that he was doing, being a non-affiliate, being just a person who came in there, you know, like, as you can see, he ain't on no like Malcolm X type lingo, or Martin Luther King, I had a dream. You know what I'm saying? He's just a regular dude. So what makes him?
But I understand the only pushback I got, and it ain't really pushback, it's just the culture different. Like, cause Gumby from California, and I know they don't be on the same time we is down here.
Right.
So, and then I know when California niggas come down here, i.e. 03 Greedo, they have to get. He said it out his own mouth. Now I had to get with the Texas politics because the Hoovers in the '60s was cool down here in Texas, but we not cool in California. But I couldn't buck that because I'm standing on my own.
Right.
So, but I don't think, and it's gonna show, I don't think Pastor Eli, number one, the age gap, but number two, the culture difference. He can't understand what he asking. That's why he had to ask it so many times for him to say, "Oh yeah, we ain't let everybody do it." But it took the nigga 5 times to get that answer. But other than that, I think Gumby's right though. Like, how do you decipher who really just want to stop and who wants safety?
Right. I'm ready to run this. Give me 1 second. Let me run this real quick.
Heads, I'm saying, a lot of different Crips, Bloods, whatever. I've never seen one man can just tell everybody to say, look, this dude is gonna leave.
You look
That's
at it.
not. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I've never heard that before.
Hey,
That means you bigger than the game.
Well, I'm bigger than the game.
I mean, not out here you wouldn't be.
I know. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait, let me just say something. You said what you said, and I was wondering why. Because I don't want nobody to get misled. I don't want none of you to get misled. Your ass get chopped on Hogan Street.
Come on.
Listen, nobody's bigger than the gang for a reason, right? And this is why you have different fractions in prison. You have the Crips, and then you have all different fractions, but you also have a subset of blacks, and that's the religious sect, right? And that means you have the Christians and you have the Muslims, right? They're outside of the actual gang politics, but they're still in the yard. You know what I'm saying? So, and in those fractions are made up mostly of Crips and Bloods, dropouts. And I say dropouts, meaning they dropped their flag. Not that they told on nobody, they ran from nobody, just so I to clear that shit. I'm saying that y'all no longer in our lifestyle.
But okay, listen though, no one's sharing with you. At that time, I haven't became a Christian yet. I'm gonna just give you this story, give you kind of understanding. I don't care if you're a Crip, I don't care your blood and W. The stuff that I did to you, you don't want to have no problem with me. That's the kind of level we on. So I didn't play with you. I handle you right there and there. If I don't handle you, my problem with handling. So people know that. When people know anybody in prison, if you know.
So you for nothing to get out the game, you just a game member.
No, it's respect. They give you, and what I'm saying, in our prison, if you done did all the work, you done did all the work. I set the rules for riding.
But what make it qualify to get took out the gang though?
Well, I'm saying
What you mean?
What make you qualify? Like, when you go to my gang and be like, okay, cool, let them out. What makes me qualify for that?
Wait.
Facts. Facts. What makes you qualify for that, bro? What makes you qualified to say, all right, bro, I'm the man that's gonna get everybody out of here. I'm the man that's gonna go up to these people. What makes you qualify for that? You know, because from what I'm hearing, from Smitty and B, no man is bigger than the organization. So what makes you the man that you could just go to any gang in the prison, for rather there's gang politics or not, it just be like, yeah, if you don't let them out, then guess what, I'm gonna make your life hard. Well, well, ain't no way, because I done heard stories about the biggest and baddest dude come in there at the top, get rolled up and shipped out, bro, because he can't handle getting whooped on every day by 5 or 6 gang members. Nigga had to roll it up and get up out of there.
Hey, I'm back, bro. My phone had died this day.
Oh, it's all good. I figured something when I heard you like, oh, like that, I was like, oh, something happened. Did you
Yeah,
hear
the
what happened
phone had
though?
died.
Did you hear what
Nah.
happened? All right, hold on.
Uh-uh.
Hold on. Let me rewind this back real quick so you can hear this. Cause I need you to elaborate. I need you to elaborate on this.
All right.
Let's see, where was he at? Right here.
They ran from nobody just so I to clear that. I'm saying that y'all no longer in our lifestyle.
But okay, listen though, no one's sharing with you. At that time, I haven't became a Christian yet. I'm gonna just give you this story, give you kind of understanding. I don't care if you're a Crip, I don't care if you're blood and W. The stuff that I did to you, you don't want to have no problem with me. That's the kind of level we on. So I didn't play with you. I handle you right there and there. If I don't handle you, my problem with handling. So people know that. When people know anybody in prison, if you know.
So you for nothing to get out the game, you just a game member.
No, it's respect. They give you, and what I'm saying, in our prison, if you done did all the work, you done did all the work. I set the rules for riding.
But what make it qualify to get took out the gang though?
What you mean?
What make you qualify? Like, when you go to my gang and be like, okay, cool, let them out. What makes me qualify for that?
Wait. This is what I was asking you, see, because this is what I said. One man is, and he asked a pertinent question that need to be asked.
It's the love.
What? Okay, listen. Let me explain something to you. Everything you're saying, I'm not sure.
Now, the question is, B, what makes you qualified to walk up to another gang and be like, this dude want out, whether you like it or not? And if you don't let him out, then we gonna make your life hard. Oh, I think B fixing this mic.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear?
Hold on.
Give me a Spider-Man car.
I don't know why this ain't working. Let's see.
All right, B still trying to fix his stuff real quick.
Yeah, that shit sounds crazy, bro. I ain't even lie. That shit sounds so crazy. Especially like I said, for those who don't know, like I come from the Crip side, like my daddy side, everybody
Mhm.
Crips. So it's like
Yo,
I saw the politics on GP. So I would see my daddy used to take me to Crip parties, bro. At that time, I ain't know. I
hmm,
never knew nothing about gangbang. So I would hear they what you would call rhetoric and stuff like that, and I'm like, y'all niggas grown as hell. Everybody following these rules. So how do you follow these rules, but you don't follow society rules? At least in society, you got more leeway.
Hmm.
If we go out here and we slide on this house and we check your clip and you ain't bust, we rolling your ass. Like what the fuck?
bro, it's like this, right? It's like this. If you take a dog, right, which is actually a wolf in its domesticated form, and you take this dog from being outside, just a regular dog in the street, you take it from being outside, you start petting it and feeding it in the house. Man, that dog ain't gonna, after a while, the dog forgets how to fend for itself. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, and so once the dog forgets how to fend for itself and it becomes dependent on its master, ain't that what you call your dog? Ain't that what they call you? The dog's master. Once
Mhm.
you become dependent on your master feeding you, clothing you, taking care of you, then you lose your ability to function out here in the wild. See, society is the wild.
Mm.
Society is where, yeah, society is wild, right? So out here, you got to fend for yourself. You got to know how to hunt, stalk your prey, trap your prey, what, however you get your prey. You got to do that on your own. And prison is the symbolic dog kennel where the master decides when you eat, when you sleep, and you stay in there long enough that that natural instinct to fend for yourself will disappear. It'll be destroyed.
Domesticated.
Exactly. That's why they can follow the rules in there and can't follow them out here, Theo. That's why they done lost. They done lost the ability to be wild.
Yeah, because we know what B said. And B said this on the last one. Well, when you go lockdown, ain't nobody moving. You stuck in this cage. Yeah, I mean, rather you eat or you don't eat. It's up to you. You gonna get whatever I feed you. Yeah, I mean, and if you don't eat it, then you just gonna starve. So when
Pretty
you
much.
come back out, you running around, you all happy, you make it commissary and stuff like that. You trying your best not to go back on lockdown because you can't sit there and go another 2-3 weeks, 30 days without not eating.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
See,
definitely
And
I definitely see what you're saying.
yeah,
and that's somebody that's like y'all my elders. So it's like when I started 9-6, playing the game and all that shit, niggas was already game banging and all that. But when niggas want to run with us, or it was really tight knit, but when niggas want to run with us, my first thing was, well, we don't game bang. So even though I had Bloods in there, I had Crips in there, I had a GD in there, I told them, look, bro, we don't do that game banging shit. So why these niggas at the table was in prison, they kids with they indoctrinated their kids with you gonna be a blood, you gonna be a crip. Like King Yella's son, oh, I'm a GD or I'm a BD, and his son the opposite. So when you come home, now you want to talk about, oh, this is the politics and all that. We don't even do that no more. Yeah, we got the branded like a cow on us, but that's just our generation. We could say, nigga, at that age I was on that. Now I'm B4B. Now I'm Hood Fame. Now I'm
Mm,
Gorilla Gang. You know what I'm saying? The
yeah.
Crip and the Blood is just an attachment. And it's really, if you ask a lot of these kids, they'll tell you, nigga, I didn't want a gang bang. But it was because that's what they was indoctrinating us with.
No. Yeah.
So like I said, that's why I really don't speak too much when it comes to the gang shit, because especially seeing that shit firsthand, it was like I just never I never understood why I gotta kill another brother just because of a cut. Like that shit is so stupid, and always felt like the white man gave us that shit. And I used to say that at the party, like nah, bro, like if we got more power if we stand together. That's why we divided. So
You
when
Mm-hmm.
know,
these
you
four brothers right here is sitting here talking this shit, it's like, first of all, why y'all don't have nobody at least my age, and I'm the older out of my group.
and see,
Where
Theo,
Karma
you're not
Two's at?
and see, Theo, you're not wrong in that assessment as it relates to the government because what color are the Democrats? Blue.
Red
What
and
color are the
blue.
Republicans? Red.
Yep.
So they've been that's the original Crip and Blood. You understand me? If we gonna go there,
Yep.
that's the original. So, you know, now where it ended up, yeah, we know that was government, but I'm just saying the whole color
No, you're
scheme,
right.
the whole
Yeah.
color scheme come from them.
Now, now what? Now what's the that before you got took off and stuff like that? He was
Yeah.
talking 607 asked the question like, what makes you qualified to go up to these gangs and tell the gangs that you want this person out, and if that you don't let them out, we gonna make your life hard. What's the
Man,
what what makes
bro,
uh
that's again,
what makes it
I'm not
qualified?
even, I'm not even, I can't even speak to that because again, that's not reality. You're not going up to no gang, no group, no organization, and you don't belong to one
Mm,
speaking for another organization. That's just not gonna happen, bro. Like in real life, that's not gonna happen. Uh, so again, like I told you last week, I find that whole concept far fetched. That you is calling shots with people who want to get out the Crip game, and you
right.
going up to the Crip leaders and telling them, "Hey man, you gonna let them out? I'm gonna deal with you." Come on, man.
They done
Like,
packed
like,
they done packed them up. They done rolled it. He done rolled it up the first night.
come on, man. Like, let's be for real, bro. That's what I'm saying. Dudes are giving this presentation like they the only bad actors in prison, when in reality, everybody that go to prison is a bad actor. So say society. That's how you ended up there.
Facts. And it was something he said earlier, you know, Pastor Eli, it was something he said earlier. He said something like, I was living a lie. Like, it's not,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you heard that, right, Theo? He was like, I was
Mm-hmm.
living a lie. Everybody brushed past it, but I caught that. I caught that. Like, you was living a lie. So if you living a lie inside of the prison, where we can imagine what you doing on the outside. Because if you did 40 years and you this 40 years of living a lie, that we know that doesn't go away. That's part of your personality at this point in time. That's
You ain't
part of
did no 40 years. That's first off. You ain't did no 40 years, man. The
You want to
men
know
who
something,
did
Chop? And
he ain't you say he ain't did the whole
he
40, but
nah he
y'all
ain't did no 40 years, bro. He ain't did no 40. He might have got sentenced to 40, but
yeah,
he ain't did no 40
I
years,
think it
bro.
did
Because
20.
men that do that kind of time, their whole demeanor is very different.
fact.
The last thing they want to do is talk about it.
We go back.
40
Mm-hmm.
years of living.
That's the last thing that they gonna be doing, bro. Trust me. So
Chop, you want to know something? And
What's
B
up?
can attest to this. So, uh, well, all right. So Dallas and Houston don't get along, right?
Mm,
And I didn't know why, but back in the day, you couldn't even play Houston music in Dallas, all that shit. And I never knew why because I'm a kid. And it's kind of the same for Dallas and Fort Worth. So I never knew why. And I remember asking my dad maybe a couple years ago, and he was like, "Oh, you know that shit come from prison." And I was like, "Bro, that shit hurt so much because it was like, dog, I've never been to Fort Worth until maybe 3 years ago. This is my first time my whole life I ever been out here. And me and my brother was talking with our cousins, and was like, dog, we got robbed of a whole place we couldn't go to because of some prison shit. Like everybody know the Fort Worth Zoo is better than Dallas Zoo, but we couldn't come out here because we was from Dallas. And to know that that shit come from some shit that y'all had going on, but you don't hear them, bro. Uh, the pastor is from Dallas, and Kunta is from Fort Worth. You know what that shit look like to us? Knowing damn how the fuck y'all was cool in there, but we couldn't even go off 820. We where 20 cut off at, you couldn't go into 820. Where Pioneer turned into Eastwood or East Chase or something like that, we couldn't go over there. But y'all niggas in PN, it's all good.
It's all good, man.
That shit
Shoot.
hurt, man.
Yeah, that ruins a whole society, bro. And y'all on the outside. Y'all ain't even gotta go through prison. Y'all going through prison politics on the outside, bro. That's crazy.
Thank you.
That's crazy. Let's go
Only
back.
time we saw them niggas was when we went to the Parks Mall. That's the only time you saw a Fort Worth nigga.
Mm,
And that's like the median. But I just said that just to say, like, them politics played on everybody. And
fact.
we ain't had nothing. We kids.
Proud as you are, but I got older homies, and I know all the situations they done been in because it's part of our history. You know what I'm saying? So I know individuals who really done everything that you say and everybody else say. You know what I'm saying? I know these perfect individuals. And I'm trying to figure out how is it possible for one person to say this person, and he asked the question, how is this person getting out of the game? Do they owe somebody? Is they going out the side gate?
Oh,
Or
gee.
you just asking, just like this
Can I
dude?
say
Like,
something? Hear
yes,
me
sir.
out,
I'm
please.
just
Yeah,
asking.
yeah.
What make them qualify?
Get
What make
show
them
my,
qualify? I'm a crip. I'm coming in the
I
door.
can't make. Let me share something with you.
Say,
Well, you don't know.
say I'm a snitch.
It's not a unit. We got a path unit. It's not a unit that I don't have respect. It's not a unit.
Oh, no. We're
No,
not.
no. I'm gonna tell you how it works.
But how you
Let me
get
say
that
how it
person
works. Hold
out?
on. Can I explain it to you?
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Here's the it's the love. It's not necessary. You just out of everybody, or you just this. But it's love that I
I'm
have.
saying you bringing this person, you bringing this person to us. We the gangs. You blood. I'm a crip. You from who? You we here, and you saying this person right here, right? I want him out of the gang. First thing I'm gonna ask you is who the he owe? Why he want out?
Oh no, this is how we do it. Like you say you owe the MW. This happened before. I already know Silk. Silk is crazy. He believe in, hey man, this our rules. We don't let them out. If they stab in, they got to get stabbed out.
Oh,
I walk up to him. Look, I walked up to him. I said, Paul, tell Silk. I said, let him out for me. Paul, the second man in charge. Even though, well,
so you saying
Did you favor one time?
no, listen. Yeah, favor. Yeah, okay. But if I come and say, you say, no, you Silk, and you say, tell Eli he ain't got no business in our business.
But if you take him out,
No, watch that. And he said, tell Eli we ain't got nobody. He can't get in our business. Guess what I do? If I got a problem with you now, say me and you got a problem. You don't want a problem with me. You know why? You're not gonna make it in presentation. That's how solid. You're not gonna make it.
then I think every gang shouldn't even be in a
It don't
gang.
work that way.
If you
You're
want,
not-
Boy, this man Thanos. This man
Boy, I'm talking
Thanos.
about say this boy coming through like the Silver Surfer.
No, real
That
talk.
nigga bang, nigga.
That
That
nigga coming
nigga
through like
bang. That nigga said,
apocalypse
you
around
don't
this
problem with
bitch.
me.
That nigga
That
say
nigga
you
coming
don't
through like
want no problem.
apocalypse.
Yo, this
Coming through
crazy.
like that boy coming through like doomsday.
No, real talk, bro. You don't want no problem with me. Ask me why. Ask me
Yo,
why.
you come,
'Cause you don't want no problem with me.
that boy coming through like Galvatron. You hear me?
Boy, that's crazy, bro.
Nah,
uh,
real talk, man. That man coming through like goddamn the Colossus or some motherfucking
real,
body. That nigga coming
real
through
talk,
like Juggernaut, this saber tooth in his hole.
Nah, for
That
real.
boy acting bad.
And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's how you. That's that nigga got a cold mouthpiece shit. And that shit. That's how you know. That's why you know I don't want to say this, but that's why it's like, all right, that's why you went the pastor route. Because it's like I could sell something. But now you
Facts.
talking to people that's like, nah, nigga, I need you to go in
I need
depth
you to
on what you
elaborate.
saying because I
Yeah.
come from that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. You out here like
Like
you got all the
I've
infinity
been in
stones in
that
this bitch.
position. Exactly.
That fool got
If a
that
nigga
boy
say,
got
hey
all the
man, we
Elaborate
gonna
infinity
on
spare
that.
stones.
your partner. And it's the
That
thing
man
too,
say,
bro.
that man say it
You
ain't a
you
unit.
asking somebody if I bend the rules for you,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Boy,
bro, that's the thing. It's like if I bend the rules, oh well, I know your OG. So that's what they asking. Like, nigga, since you came in, because we'll just say it like this. Let's say he came up with like Tookie and them niggas, you know what I'm saying? And now they locked up. It's like, man, go on do that for me, because you know we boys. And it's like, nigga, there's rules. Like he said, if you get stabbed in, you gotta get stabbed out. Nigga,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, you don't want a problem with me. Nigga, you the one that's standing on your own. I'm the one that got damn half the unit in this bitch.
bro, and then just the idea
But we
that
gotta remember, we dealing with convicts.
right.
Facts. Facts.
No, it's just so many lies, bro. Talking about it ain't a unit. Bruh, it's over 100. Well, when I was there, it was over 119 units in Texas, right? As far as all the
Yeah.
way up in the Panhandle, all the way down to Brownsville, which is right on the border of Mexico. You trying to tell me that they know about you way down there in Brownsville or up there in the Panhandle? Come on, man, stop. Cut,
No.
like, come, stop it, man. Like in real life,
And,
just cut it
and
out.
if that ain't the case, why the fuck we gotta the whole North Texas when they go to the South, they gotta ride in the car together. Nigga ain't coming.
Bro,
I'm from
this
Dallas, nigga, and this is what it is, and you at the bottom, nigga. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Dude, dudes in Cali, dudes in like
Them country fed niggas, man.
my homeboy that I know out Cali. You know, he went to what's that, La Tuna or something like that, prison.
what
It's in,
is in California or something?
no, it's in Texas. He went to Texas for when he served his time. It was like
Mm.
La Tuna or something like that. Dang, what is that joint?
You
I know
heard
it was
B,
in
nigga.
Texas.
It's 100 and some prisons out here.
Yeah, I know it was in Texas though. He went to Texas for his sentence. Like when he got sentenced, he had like 8 years or something like that. And he went out there. And I was like, dang. I'm like, dang, bro, they sent you all the way to Texas. He like, yeah. And even one of my homies in Baltimore went to Texas. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you can get people from the West Coast, the East Coast, the North, the Midwest. You can get all types of different people coming to a Texas prison, bro. And they're going, like, how did people know? Oh, that's Eli. Cause nigga in Baltimore don't know you. Dog. If he went to Texas and served Eli, he don't know you, dog. Like what
Man,
the heck you mean?
bro,
Like
people in Fort Worth don't know you.
this is
Exactly.
Shit.
crazy. This is crazy, bro. This wild work right here.
The boy say he went to Paul and told Paul, tell Sip, let him out for me. Man, oh yeah. Damn, that's a cold game right there. That nigga said, I went to Paul and told Paul, tell Sip. Now see, Sip crazy. Sip, he throwed off. So I went to Paul and told Paul, tell Sip, I said, let him out for me.
All right, so that means since he stabbed there, we gonna stab you in order for you to get for him to get out.
You
That's how
feel what I'm saying?
it's gonna go. That's
Real
how.
talk. I'm talking about straight up shit around this bad boy.
Oh, you finna say you stabbing? All right, cool. Well, we'll stab you, and then you can go ahead and get out on your word. There.
You know what? I'm gonna tell my
Oh my
supervisor
god.
when I get to work today, I'm gonna tell my supervisor, say, man, I need you to let me out of early today for me. Now you tell him I said,
You go. You go to the uppers inside the office and tell them that I said,
Bro, y'all gotta stop.
hey, yo,
Man, this comedy. This is pure comedy, man. This is
Oh my
comedy, man.
gosh.
This is the. This is what Proverbs say that I would laugh at your calamity because it's funny. It's
mhm.
this. It's really funny, bro. This man said he went to Silk, told Paul, tell Silk, I see,
I said,
let him out for
No, it's
me.
like
this
that's
this
like
little
going
this
to
little Eli,
Jesus.
tell
Yeah, this,
little Eli said, yeah, man, I said
yo,
that about.
what's
You go
I
to
said, let
Jesus,
him
you
out.
get tell God I said, bro, give him a pass, nigga. Tell him I
Give
Right.
said.
him a
Like
pass, man. Let him in, man. Let him
oh
in
my
the gates,
God.
man.
Hey,
Boy,
bro, boy, this, oh
that's
we,
heavy, man.
Man,
That's
Make it. I'm gonna
cold.
tell you why
one
you
man
nah, for real.
ain't
make
gonna
it.
tell you to get out,
Man,
and then it's all this in you.
it's
That
every
mean they all should be under your game.
no. It's respect.
And the reason,
I done have did a lot in prison.
but what makes you qualified? What makes me qualified? I'm coming to yours. I don't want to be no more.
So you going to each one of these individuals, and you're asking for a personal favor. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Okay, now I understand now.
I tell him do it for me.
I get it now. Now maybe
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, but
It's
the
based
rules,
off of seniority, bro.
well, that's what I'm saying. But see, this is the thing though. See, that's not the rules.
We know
Wait,
that.
stop.
We get that.
The rules and regulations, bro, is this. Listen, ain't nobody finna walk up out this feet up,
That's how they think.
blood in, blood out.
That's how Silk said.
Wait, listen. Let me just say something for a reason. That's why I asked you, what were your reasoning in letting this out? With this person going, he's changing his life.
Yeah, well, I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
that's
Okay. Okay, OG. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Oh, no. Look what he's saying.
Yeah.
This is what he did.
You-
No, you just can't use that because people tried that. Thank you.
I'm
I get
What
what
makes it qualified?
Okay, make qualify. What dudes do, they'll come like one.
Bro, it took them that long to realize they asking, yeah, man, what makes you qualified? Bro, they said it said it about 30 times, bro. What makes you
And again,
qualified?
you're a pastor with this level of comprehension.
Boy, boy.
You're a pastor talking about a prison experience that you went through and participated in, but other people who have been to prison, and you're and the lines of communication are blurred.
Hmm.
How? How? I'm confused, right? That just threw me for a loop. Because if I'm talking to three convicts, it ain't gonna be no miscommunication. We gonna know what everybody's saying and what everything means.
Mm-hmm.
So again, you're a pastor with this level of comprehension, where you can't pick up on prison lingo in a prison centered conversation. Man, if you don't stop,
Man, say.
Dude, he said, man, I'm ready to be a Christian. I said, you sure? Yeah, because some people tried once they know who you are. I said, now I talk to Silk. I talk to Paul because I already know who running everything. I say, baby, what's up, Eli? What's up, baby? I said, need you a favor. This dude, he trying to change his life. He's scared y'all gonna stab him or something, get him out. This what Silk said though. Silk was a little hard headed because he ain't never getting out. He got about 5 life sentences. He ain't going nowhere. So he gonna say, what Eli talking about? I told Paul, I said, tell Silk, I don't want no problem with him, but I asked him to let him out. So go talk to him. Paul must have told him, hey man, Eli said, so come on, man, that's Eli. Boom, boom. And got it understood with. Let's say he do, but because you got some people ain't trying to hear about who you is. But here's the thing though. Even if he get me first, say if he get me first, he had to deal with the union. You see what I'm saying? So most people don't want to put themselves in a position.
First of all, Christians don't move like that. I don't care if they behind the wall or not, but they don't move like that.
you're not
Hey,
going to
hey,
be in a
hey, man.
position where you can get hit as a
Yeah,
Christian.
yeah, real talk. Ain't that Christian moving like you had like he made a Christian gang. I ain't never heard one of them, bro. Niggas, niggas got Christian gangs out here, bro. You setting a bad example for everybody, bro. The whole unit
And
ain't
again,
finna move. It once you
man, the
learn,
whole unit, bro, your celly ain't finna move. We can break that all the way down. Your celly ain't finna do
real
nothing.
talk.
Like Smitty said earlier, your celly trying to go to commissary, get visits, make parole. Your celly ain't gonna do nothing.
Not off no whim, not off no whim
No.
because you felt like you trying to be capped to save a hoe. Listen, did did Buddy get saved? Did Buddy get coming there and get saved, or he just said, "Look, I'm just trying to be a Christian." That because it don't work like that. Everybody can say I want to be a Christian, but if they ain't giving their life to the Lord and they ain't getting saved and doing what they need to do, that's like a basic person on the street. Pray for help one day and then they back to doing whatever they doing the next day.
Exactly. And I could have swore the first rule of prison is mind your fucking business. But this nigga in everybody business.
Boy. Boy, and you ain't even been down there, Theo, and you picked that up.
Man.
You picked that up. You ain't even been down there and you picked that up. So again, bro, the likelihood that you was doing any of what you saying is slim to none. Because getting in other people's business, again, every man got his own mind, right? So just because the group say one thing, that don't mean that everybody in the group finna abide by that.
And abide by
It
that
don't
exactly.
it don't mean that. It don't mean that. Because again, at the end of the day, you're talking about other criminals, other
Mm.
men with varying degrees of time. So if you got 40 years and I got 60, how the hell you think you gonna tell me something?
And like you said, this an organization. This ain't no
If I got
let
a
me
life
group of
sentence,
niggas just chilling. This a
if
this an
I got a life
organization.
sentence and this is my home for the rest of my earthly existence, you think you finna come in here with your little punk ass 40 years and call a shot?
Mm.
No, you're gonna get yourself killed
Mm-hmm.
if you're dealing with a real lifer.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna
Believe
happen.
this.
That's what's gonna happen. I got a life sentence. I got about five. You telling me you didn't talk down a man with 5 life sentences? Got no reason to listen to you. No reason to adhere to anything you talking about. And he just, oh yeah, man, that's Eli. Okay, all right,
And you see, he
all
said
right.
he didn't say he went to Silk himself. He said he talked to somebody else that talked to him.
But
Mm-hmm.
even with that, if I got 5 life sentences, I'm not trying to hear nothing from no nigga
Exactly.
telling me, especially as it relates to whatever organization I'm a part of. Nigga, I got a life sentence. We finna lock this bitch down. I ain't going nowhere. I don't give a damn about parole, commissary, none of that shit. I got life.
What
So
I
why wouldn't I set it off with you coming to me like that?
what I
I
heard
ain't, come
what
on,
I
man.
heard just now out of this whole thing was that you was tough on the outside, but then when you got in there, you started using that church and
Hey, see,
being a Christian that's
see,
moving
Dun,
around
dun, dun,
too.
dun, dun,
So,
dun, dun.
see.
so you
That's why
You
I
said
started this by saying I don't want to be disrespectful, but because that's the same vibe I get.
nah, real
But keep in
talk.
mind, he shot a nigga. He didn't get physical with a nigga. He didn't kill a nigga with his bare hands. He shot a nigga,
Right.
and he was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody know, oh, don't play with me, nigga. You're a kid.
Exactly.
Like what?
Exactly.
so that mean you was a kid in there. So
Yes.
again, you said that you was 88 pounds. You was
Mm-hmm.
88 pounds, you was a little guy, what have you. So you trying to tell me that your 88-pound ass is in here with 250, 275, 300, 6'2", 6'6", 5'10", you in here calling shots? Man, stop with the madness, bro. Like, cut it out. Cut it out, man.
Yeah.
And
Cut
then
it
that's
out.
what I'm
Like,
saying too, nigga. This Texas, nigga. You got cornbread niggas, nigga. I went that bitch at
bro, it ain't
145,
even,
nigga.
bro, it
They
ain't
still
even
was the
that.
smallest.
The way they got this structured in Texas, this is the plantation. If the slaves
Yes.
get unruly, they will lock it down and throw you sack lunches for the next 45 days in real life and in real time. And tell your family, don't come down here. The unit is on lockdown. They don't play. That's why That's why what go on in other states don't go on in Texas because Texas got a. This is the plantation. You go to prison here. You're not. How you calling shots and they make you shave your hair and your face. They make you cut your hair and keep your face clean shaven. How the hell you calling shots, man? Like, cut it out, man.
I'm so
That's
glad
the
you said that, B.
that's the kind of game they play in Texas. You got to keep your hair cut, and you can't even wear no facial hair. Keep
Mm.
you keeping you in little boy face mode.
You know, my dad went in and out of pen so much that nigga, because I didn't know. I'm like, damn, this nigga, keep in mind, my parents had me when they was 18, 19 years old. My dad was bald head. I'm like, nigga, why you bald headed? He was like, I could
That's
grow
why.
hair. I could grow hair. And he do it. So, because my dad used to give me every other weekend. So he was like, when you come back, I'm going to have some hair. And he had some. And I was like, but I didn't know that till I got older. I'm like, that's why that nigga shave his head. Because he in the pen so fucking much. He just rather keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Let's get back to this.
Off of me. Now you got the whole unit sagging. But
Oh yeah, no, we
The
too
rules and
early.
regulations of you're saying
No, we too early. We gotta
you
get.
said a
We'll get
unit,
back
right?
to that one.
But our politics transcend just one unit, one prison. Like you have like 32 prisons. What it was at one time, 32 different prisons.
it was that 100.
You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but I'm saying everybody's in connection with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying so that's why I had to ask about the favor. It was a favor that you asked because that's going against the rules.
What's
My
your
whole thing was that I was trying to figure out why you asking
what they call you?
Oh, Young Gumby.
Dummy. What is it?
Gumby.
Nigga said dumb.
Gumby.
G-U-M-B.
Okay, Gumby. What is your?
Y'all call that man dummy.
No, he
See,
didn't.
that's
Bring
the
it back.
bro,
He
bro.
did,
That's
bro.
that old. That's that old school slick
Hell yeah.
insulting. That shit. That's what that. Well, you heard that man.
Yo,
I
Call
didn't
that
hear him,
man
bro.
dumb.
they call me Gumby. They call me Gumby. Dummy. Hey yo, hold up.
That's why I had to ask about the favor. It was a favor that you asked because that's going against the rules.
What's
My whole
your?
thing was that I was trying to figure out why you asking
What they call you?
Oh, Young Gumby.
Dummy. What is it?
Gumby.
Gumby. Gumby.
G-U-M-B.
Okay, Gumby. What is
See
your?
that?
He
When I
See how
slick
hit
that?
the
with
mic
that
in the
hoe
unit,
too. He was
when I
slick.
hit the unit, I got left.
Yo slid that in there real fast.
Real fast. He
Dummy.
dummy.
Hey, he only doing like B said. That's a slick way. He doing that because Gumby called him out on the inconsistency,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Because
Yep.
Gumby been to prison. Both of these,
Huh?
all three of these guys went to prison at a young age, so they familiar with being in there at a young age. You know the stuff that he's saying. Gumby knows like, yo, this not realistic, bro. It's not realistic.
At all.
First,
At
when I hit
all.
the mic in unit, all the blacks hit the yard. They say Eli is sure. Every unit I go, so what the guard did, they said,
It's like a
oh,
Dallas prison or something like
Texas,
Texas.
the whole Texas.
Okay,
Yeah, TDC. So the guard say, bring him. They say bring him. Bring him to the major office. So when I got on the unit, they asked me who I was. I said I'm nobody. What gang you in? I'm not in the gang. They said, why are these guys? Your name coming up? You haven't been on the unit a good day. People hear stories about Curtis Blow, Ray Charles, and I'm Lil Eli. We the three known dudes in Dallas. But the thing is,
Hey, bro.
That man said Curtis Blow.
Hey, Curtis Blow.
That
Ray
man
Charles.
said. That man said we're playing basketball.
Hey, yo.
Built ass nigga. I can't believe he said Curtis Blow.
Hold
The
up, bro.
hell?
This nigga trying to put himself in there with some famous people, bro.
That
Hey,
nigga said we're playing.
bro said Curtis Blow,
Oh,
Ray Charles, and I'm Lil Eli. Hey, yo, hold
See,
up,
boy.
I know there's a nigga from I think West Dallas, but it's like we can't verify that
The
because that's
hell?
before us. So it's like, bro, what are you talking about?
Hey, bro.
Because I don't know none of you old niggas.
Real
So
Boy.
talk. Real talk, bro. Like, yo, this boy wild, bro. Hey, B said somebody need to cut him get him on a deal, bro, cause his freestyle game is crazy, bro.
Nah, for real.
Yo,
And then
that's
like
wild.
when Unc interviewed like I told you, Chop, when he interviewed his wife, I didn't know that was his wife. Like why would you hide that?
We gonna have to go. We gonna have to go watch that one.
Yeah, definitely.
We might have to do something on that one. Cause I was telling
Man, this
B
shit.
what you told me about that. I was like, yeah,
Bullshit,
we
bro.
gonna have to talk about that.
That all the time I was walking around the unit. It was out of fear. I tell brothers all the time, I'm starting the sagging game. I got the sagging game. Well, they didn't sag in Texas. I got that from LA. When I went to LA and brought the road to Sixers to Dallas, I started the sagging game in prison. Them dudes wasn't sagging, they wearing their pins.
Hold up, whoa.
So how you bring the Crips to LA, but you bring them to Texas, but you're not a Crip?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like yo said, I brought the rolling 60s to Dallas, bro. I started saying, bro, what?
Hey, I'm gonna fall out and I'm gonna come back in. Sum up with my phone. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Yo, this guy, boy, I'll tell you, bro.
That's that slick talking pastor, bro. That slick talking prison nigga.
Yo, real talk, bro.
There's too many holes in his story.
I'm not a gang member, but I started sagging because when I went to Cali, I brought the roller 60s to Dallas. How you bring the roller 60 to Dallas, but you not a roller 60?
That shit is so. It's like this. Y'all just let this man say anything.
Y'all just let this man say anything up here, bro.
And Gumby can't combat it because he was locked up, so he don't know what's true and what ain't.
Bruh.
And Kunta, that's his OG, so he ain't gonna say nothing. I think the only person that'll buck him is Unc.
Facts. Because Unc trying to figure it out, bro. He like
that nigga got a serious face on.
Yeah, he over here like, hold up, bro. What? I ain't heard him crack a joke yet, bro. Like, hold up, what's going on here, bro? Cause I remember when 607 Oak in the beginning was like, yeah, you had a lot to say, but you ain't been saying nothing.
Bro, that nigga's so funny, bro.
Yeah, bro. This is why y'all need to stay away from prison, bro. This is why y'all need to stay away from prison. Cause you'll get a guy like this, bro, that can talk a mean game and just say anything out the blue and make it sound realistic, and you'll believe that.
And that should be a whole lot.
Yeah. That'd be a whole fabricated story. It'd probably be a story from something that he'd have seen from over here, and then something he'd have seen from over here,
he don't
and then
he'd
have pieced it together and made it sound like he was the one doing that.
Now, real talk. I don't know why I can't connect to my having issues today. I don't know what's going on.
Man, we talking too real on here, bro. That's all.
And I think that's the thing that people got to remember too is we dealing with convicts.
Yeah.
Like we dealing with con artists. We dealing with liars and thieves and all this stuff. Like
manipulators.
Yeah. So of course it's gonna sound so good. Like I said, I think the only one I could just really rock with is OG Percy. And ironically, he the only one that talk about God. Anytime he, you know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you his flaws in it, you know what I'm saying? So, and I think people saw that. Them other niggas saw that and they took what they could, but I ain't doing that. I'm gonna do it this way, and that's why they always fall to the wayside.
Right.
This nigga said he brought sagging to Texas.
Why
would you bring all the things you could bring from California, and that's what you gonna bring? So you brought the cons. Now you save, and we still don't know. I don't know if you caught it, but the nigga said, when my mama died, that's when I gave my life to God.
Yeah.
But then I was working on it before then. But when she died, that's when I gave my life to God.
Yeah, Like so it took you your whole mama passing away for you to do that. What? So your mother wouldn't have passed away, you would have never did it.
And you know what? I feel like people do this, Chop, because they know people like me, you and B and us. It's like nigga don't wanna be negative on your path with God. So they do that so nobody contradicts it.
Right. Real talk. Real talk. If I that's what make a lot of people nervous. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like so you got some people that be like, man, I don't care about none of that stuff. You going to church or none of that. But then you got the ones like, all right, we'll cut him some slack because yeah, we see that he in church and stuff like that. So basically, that's what I was saying. Like basically, you was using that church setting as protection.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to become a pastor so you can have protection, but you're trying to use your pastor privileges as if you're a gang leader. You know what I'm saying? That
Yep.
you're using it as a gang, as how gang leaders would use their reputation and stuff. So it's like, bruh, like that's why I said, you know, we gotta bring this up right here because this what we're seeing is the deceptions of false teachers.
Where did you get this from?
This is dang, what verse is this? Give me 1 second.
I gotta screenshot this. It's cool.
Nah, for real, this is a deep one. This is a deep joint. Hold on, I think I had it's on the Bible on the computer, not on my phone. I'm ready to tell you. 2 Peter.
2 Peter.
Yeah, 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 18 through 22. So anybody want to write this down, you know, take notes of it. 2 Peter chapter 2, verses 18 through 22.
And I always felt like people that did that, it's like that play on God, or you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, it's a special place for you, fool, because you misleading people that's actually trying to come to God. And you know the stuff that pastors is going through. I don't know if you're gonna do a reaction to that live that video him and Unc did about NLE Chopper and Kurt Franklin, but knowing this now, it's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't have said nothing, bro.
Right, real talk.
Oh, you should have did this and shit. Oh man, you ain't see. Oh, it's a dirty game, bro.
Nah, for real, bro, and this is wild, bro. Is wild. My mama in the building. What's going on, ma?
Shout out
Nah,
Mama Chop.
it's wild. It's wild work, bro. Because like you're using, you're trying. This is what we always talk about: trying to use the Lord in your favor instead of using the Lord for what he does, what he is. You know what I'm saying? Taking his words, actually applying his words and stuff like that to in your life, how they supposed to. You're trying to use the Lord to fit your narrative.
Belt.
Oh,
I start sagging, and they start copping off of me. Now you got the whole unit sagging, but the sag they doing now, where they show your booty crack, brother run up in you with that. They didn't do that. How they doing it now?
That's the new sag.
The new sag, I don't know how they get away with it. In the tight pants,
Yeah.
They don't do that. Like your pen tight. No, I'm just saying like them. No, that's my buddy. No, for real. And no, keep real.
He always getting me like that.
What about you? And so, but I'm just saying they didn't wear them like that.
Yeah,
Skinny jeans
like that.
and down. But now they wear it down. You see the crack or they butt. They didn't do that in prison. But everything changed. Just like I felt you when you saying that, hey man, we got certain rules. The same thing you talking about is so funny. They did that in prison. It was a dude named Lil Moan, C Trey, Baby Low. Same thing happened on the Union. There was dude that was coming along saying this and that, and they got into it with him. Cause of certain rules and certain things they was doing, and they was like, hey man, this ain't what we put down. This ain't what that is. So I understand that, like, huh?
See, they was telling them that.
Man, they was about to get him, almost got him killed.
Let me just show you something. See, let me show you something. Listen, in California state prisons, they ain't gonna tell you shit. You gonna feel it.
Yeah, they did that too.
See, listen to me. So I'm saying, like, I don't understand how the people that you were saying were able to buck the system. I want to meet these people and shake.
They have.
I've never seen that before.
Oh no,
the whole structure is that not one man is bigger than the gang, so the structure can keep going on without that.
That's right, because the foundation.
Oh
yeah.
Right.
But I've seen them.
So did that happen on several occasions? Or just one?
Oh man, all the time, almost every 3 days.
When you get out the game every 3 days?
It's always somebody come through. No, not get.
You say you get niggas out the gang every 3 days.
ain't no way. Ain't no
That
way.
nigga had to sit up for that.
Yeah, bro. Gonna be like, come on, man, ain't no way. But he ain't talking about it. See, this the funny part about this. The funny part about this is that Buddy oh man, Buddy is trying to say that he's seen the ride, but see, they still think that he's talking about getting them out the game, but he done moved on from that discussion. Now once he took their mind off of him saying like, yeah, I get people out of the gangs and stuff like that, he done moved on because he don't need in his mind
don't want it to linger.
Exactly. He don't want to have to convince them, So this is why you gotta pay. Man, you gotta get to Young Grump's channel, bro. Verbal and non-verbal cues and psychological analysis. Because once you start understanding that, you will understand when people are trying to drift away from a certain topic or using a certain topic to change the subject so that they don't have to elaborate on certain things that was being said. It is basically a distraction play.
And that's the thing. These niggas sat there and talked about it. That's why I like your title, bro. Because it's like, dog, you got 4 black men from different walks of life together, and they all talking about their most embarrassing moment of their life.
Yeah. It's not an accomplishment to go to jail or prison. It's not a accomplishment at all. It's a failure in life. You know what I'm saying? It's a life failure. We talked about this on the second part. And actually going to jail, going to prison, when you get out, what are you gonna put on your resume when you try to get it? When you trying to get a job, what are you gonna put on your resume?
I would say a high school diploma, but y'all niggas ain't even got that.
Right. Nah, for real.
So that's why you got to get on YouTube until. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't like it because it's like that bottom of the barrel shit. It's like a nigga just doing content about the most disparaging things about black people.
Facts.
It's like I respect you more if you just went and worked the job, or you know what I'm saying, did that.
Yeah.
Especially in Texas, like this is a felony friendly state.
Mm-hmm. Now, this another thing too. Had you you went to jail, you went to prison, you served your time, you came out, you went in there, you studied Christianity and stuff like that. You studied the way of the Lord and stuff, but then when you got out, you continue to use that. So when you get up here on these platforms and you get up here on this social media stuff, it's like oh yeah, this what I learned about when I was inside. When I had went inside, I was messed up, but through the power of the Lord, I was able to change my life. I was able to change certain things. Bro talked about bringing sagging to the unit. I was the first one to bring 60s to Dallas. Daggone, daggone,
He can go into detail about that, but he can't go into detail on how he got saved.
exactly, bro. And that's another thing that I was saying on the previous one is that, bro, in this lifetime, you only remember the stuff that you vividly remember. If y'all just go back and think about y'all life, the only things that y'all vividly remember is the worst times and the best times. The best times you done had and the worst times. Everything in between that is like you don't really remember that vividly. You know what I'm saying? You don't really remember that vividly. So everything else, it don't matter if it was like one of your best fights, one of your best times talking to a girl, one of the best times, like just being outside with the homies chilling. Like you remember the best times, you remember the worst times. The most you ever remember about in between is if something happened, that is worth remembering. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, is you can tell like this person is going off. I can't even say one of the best times he had. I can't. I mean one of the worst times he had. Like this probably like his biggest accomplishment was being able to be like, yeah, I talked somebody out of a gang.
But you was the one that brought the gang to the fucking city. See what I'm saying? But when we go to prison now, it's we all black men. Why we wasn't all black men outside?
Mm-hmm.
Why we gotta? And that's why I've been thinking like, dog, the only way we gonna get up under what we going through is coming together. But if it's more profitable us going against each other, clearly we see niggas rather go against each other.
Facts.
And then who make money either way it go? Shit, we don't.
Shit, ain't us.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about rides. I'm not talking about. I'm through with that. Every 3 days, I watch them whoop each other or jump on each other because somebody came along and said they're a crip and they don't even know the information. I saw the same thing in the blood. I saw the same thing in the.
So how
You
many
see
niggas
that
you get out the gang is what I want to know.
about 3.
That's probably reasonable. That's probably.
About 3. About 3. So you can't even give us a definite number of people. How many people you got out of there? You just said about 3.
That ain't Unc knows he know his BS. He just like, man, let's move on from this topic. So I'm gonna let you have that one. You can see it on his face, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
About
Unc
3.
ain't got no filters. So he gonna say how he feel, but he know this also not just me and you sitting here. So based off what I'm doing, it's gonna trip Gumby out.
Mm-hmm.
And Kunta, I don't know what the hell Kunta sitting there for. He ain't saying nothing. You supposed to be helping your
Because
mans out.
because Kunta can't help something that he don't know nothing about. This ain't Kunta script. This ain't Kunta script. Kunta don't know what's going on. He don't know what's going on because this ain't happened. I can't freestyle with you, bro. It's like we get into a cipher, Theo. You start freestyling, bro. I can't jump in on your freestyle because I don't know what you ready to be rapping about.
Yeah, you gotta go off the last thing I
I
said.
gotta go off the last thing you said.
That's a great point.
Yeah. So this is like B said. This is all made up stuff on the fly, bro. He's making it up as he goes along, depending on where the conversation is going at. And if you look at Kunta face on certain things, bro, it's like
You gonna sit up here and say that?
yeah, like bro, like he's making certain facial gestures that's like, nah, that couldn't have happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember that. Like yeah, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
It didn't make no difference. You ain't never been there.
Well, I wouldn't let you know. I don't believe in that shit.
I wouldn't let y'all neither.
Oh, nigga,
Listen,
you in? Oh, your ass is out. The fuck? So, all this 50-50 yards y'all doing.
Bro, that nigga Ugg be killing me, bro.
Hey, you see how he jumped like, oh. He got real animated just now. Like, bruh. This is the part that I got to when this on the first joint I did. This whole joint is on the first. I don't know if you've seen the video, so if you got anything to say, just let me know. But I'm gonna let this rock out because I already covered this on the first video.
But you know, like I said, everybody has a way. God gave me favor, man, with life.
Gave me favor too.
With life.
All right, hold on. I lied. I'm gonna pause it after this one, and then after they get into this little joint right here, then I'm let it rock out because I had something to say on this part that I didn't say on the last one.
Whole situation. Let me explain something to you because see, everybody keep getting this whole shit mixed up. I'm saying we had a whole conversation on the way to the car about this shit, right? Understand something. I'm a spiritual person. Everything that y'all talking about, I studied Islam too, bro. Judaism, all of that, everything, all the religions. Because I had to
Try to
find
tell you.
out God was
In prison,
to me.
you gonna
still. I studied all of it. The
Here it come.
homie, the blood homie. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta take them there.
Shout out to T Black, Black Peace Stone. He just hit me. I'm saying the other homie, 7-4. I'm saying just hit me. He asked me, bro, you still do yoga? I did yoga for 7 years, bro. Like, listen to me. It's a lot of shit that you have to go through. You know what I'm saying, in order to be who you is.
Now, he said, I'm spiritual. Other dude was like, I'm a spiritual person too. Gumby said, I'm a spiritual person too. I studied this, I studied that. You know, blah, say blah. All right. So with that being said, 607 Uncle is like, see, I told you, you just gotta take them there. First of all, you shouldn't have to take nobody. You should have to take nobody there in order for him to give praise to the Lord and thank the Lord for the stuff that he gave to you, the stuff that he accomplished for you. To say that God gave you favor is a bold statement because you're not moving how God wants you to move. I can tell by the conversation that we're having up here right now that God is not. I ain't gonna say God's not working for you. God's probably working for you. He works for everybody. But you're not working for the Lord. I'm gonna tell you that now. You're not working for the Lord because none of if me and B can't sense a godly aura on you, bro, I don't know who can. Maybe the people that don't know God can probably be like, oh yeah, I sense God in you, but for the people like me and B and Theo that knows God and knows the power of the Lord and stuff like that, yeah, bro, you ain't moving in the Lord's path, bro.
No. And ever since he chimed in on that, I don't remember what video it was when he was in the background, and then I think it was Gumby, it was Gumby on and Kunta, and he came in and he chimed in on that.
Mm.
Ever since then, that's when it was, because my whole thing is, nigga, you get on YouTube Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday you stand in front of a congregation and preach to them. If I'm in that congregation, I am looking a type of way, because it's not about you being on YouTube, it's what you're saying on YouTube. And then you're
Exactly.
coming to the pulpit and preaching to us.
Exactly.
Because that's wild, bro. You sitting here, there's nothing wrong with you being at that table. It's what you saying. Like, look,
It's
I
the
say,
message that you're producing.
yeah, when I was outside, nigga, I was with all the bullshit. So when I gave my life to God, that's why the same way I dedicated my life to the street is the same way I dedicate my life to God. So I'm not finna sit here and politic with you niggas and none of that, because I'm not even on that no more.
Facts. And if I am ready to sit here and politic with y'all, we gonna be talking about some Lord topics. We gonna be referring to the book. We gonna be referring to this. We gonna be referring to that. You know what I'm saying? We not ready to be talking about booty bandits and I'm sagging and like look when Gumby said he did yoga. I wanted to point this out too.
Oh yeah,
Gumby
he
said
made
he
that
did
joke.
yoga. He started laughing. Look at him. He's smiling. You know what I'm saying?
He said yoga is crazy. I heard him.
Yeah, yoga's crazy. In his mind, he thinking about him being soft. Because when you think about doing yoga, we think about female activities.
Yeah.
You don't really think about men doing yoga, which is a real thing. Men do yoga all the time.
I think everybody should.
Yeah, no, for real talk. Everybody should. That's a good way to loosen up the muscles. That's a good way to be spiritually grounded and stuff like that. That's why a lot of people that meditate do yoga.
Control your breathing.
Yeah. So he's making light of the situation. You know, this is how I know that you're still moving in your pride and your ego, which is one of the deadliest sins. So all that he's the most devout man. That's cat, bro.
Yeah.
That's cat.
And like I said, it's the same with, the video I did on Charleston White, the videos I'm doing on Real Tune right now. It's like niggas give y'all grace periods. We not the type of niggas, because we come from mistakes too. That's why we give niggas grace. Like, oh, I'm not gonna convict you on this one thing. But once it build up to a certain point, it's like, all right, bro, I gotta speak on this.
I gotta speak on it. Yeah.
And it's not even me getting on your ass like that. It's just like, dog, you wrong, and I'm pointing this out to help you see you're wrong.
Facts. And help other people see, the inconsistencies and see that like look, what's being said on here, you're gonna run across this often. This is why like people run from churches and stuff like that and run from the Lord, is because you have the deceptions of false teachers out here.
Yep.
Nobody's perfect. The Lord put in our bodies that sin. You know what I'm saying? Thank Adam for that. Thank Adam for being the one that gave us that sin trait. So God already know we gonna sin. It's just how we condone ourselves. Are we gonna know, all right, that wasn't of the Lord's will. So let me repent on that and let me do better the next time. Or am I just gonna keep going out here, keep sinning and making the same mistakes over and over, and then coming up with some bull crap excuse talking about, so yeah, because the Lord knows my heart.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing. Yeah, me the Lord tired of hearing that. Flat out. If y'all ain't know, stop saying that, bro. Because the Lord don't want to hear that, bro. He gonna hold you
Nah,
accountable.
yeah, when you get up there, he gonna tell you, oh, you know what I stand for, nigga. So don't even
Yeah,
get
exactly. You know
don't
my
get the
heart.
pleading up here, nigga. You already know my rules.
Real talk, bro. Real talk. And that's why I brought up this verse, bro. That's why I brought up this verse because it's so crucial. 20 and 21 is so crucial, bro. For for if they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of Jesus, of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning. For it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness than after they know it to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. So if I gave you if you know this and I done gave you the commandments and the knowledge and all this stuff of righteousness, and you still want to go back to what you was doing, oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna hold you extra accountable.
It's just like your parents. And the first thing you do, first thing they say is what? Didn't I tell you not to do that?
Right.
So you acknowledge that I told you not to do it and you did it anyways.
Exactly.
That's worse than me not telling you not to do something. At least I can say, oh, I didn't tell you so.
Yeah, I could be more lenient. I could be more lenient on you. Like, you know what? Yeah, you did know. Let me tell you. Like, look, don't do that no more. Because every time you go and stick that fork in the socket, you blow the power, and I gotta go outside to flip the switches and get everything back running and stuff like that. How it's supposed to, and then you go, all right. I wonder what happens if I stick a knife in there this time instead of a fork.
But you said that don't do it with the fork. Like, come on.
Come on, bro.
Jail because you seeing so much horrific shit. So that's why I was asking you about the situations. Like I was just saying, I was like me, I was scared the whole time I was in that. Had my ass hole clenched tight for 16 and a half years to 6 months. The fuck?
Do y'all do channel?
Man.
How y'all do when y'all look at TV? I never been in where you from. I'm talking about Texas. Can you watch what you want to watch on TV?
We in the cells. We got cell
Oh, y'all
living,
got
bro.
cells.
The cell living.
But in the feds,
County
can't
jail is the county jail. See, that's the county jail. We don't our jail. Our prison not like that. Our prison is cell living. You know what I'm saying? All the lower levels are dorm.
So they don't put y'all together.
Yeah, we all together. Like
I'm talking about, do y'all like a group in day room?
Yeah,
and y'all watch TV?
Yeah,
How y'all go about watching?
Every
TV?
section got a day room.
I'm talking about the blacks want to watch something. How y'all?
Okay, well, we got it's already designated slots.
Like what?
You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like on Wednesdays, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They might have on Sundays, they might have a Mexican channel all that. And then on Monday, the blacks want football for Monday night football.
Y'all got one TV.
No, each section. See, our prison is not like yours. It's a building, and it's like a half of a it's a half of an octagon. It's A, B, and C section.
Okay.
But it's open.
Ours open. You got the TV for the blacks, and you got the TV for the Mexican white. White ain't got no choice. So you got
white ain't got no choice.
No, they ain't got no
y'all
choice.
racist.
It's a Mexican
Shout out to all my real white
well,
boys.
and the Mexicans, and it's for black.
Wow.
It ain't have no. It's just two TV for the Mexican or black. But here it is.
Where the whites go?
The whites just follow along. That's the truth. Whites just follow along. I don't understand y'all. Here, Coulter tell him when white guy come in prison, he has no rule. He either gonna go to the blacks or the Mexican. Let's he gotta be captivated.
What you mean? Y'all taking this out the gang and taking
here for right. Listen, man.
Let me explain it. Now let me say.
Texas on that shit. Texas different as hell.
White don't have chance.
Listen, this how it goes.
That's on the white thing.
Now, it's changed because they got the rat on the wall. You got to understand that the rat on the wall has got a phrase to say extortion. You can't afford it. You hear me? Now, before that,
that's right. When I was in prison.
Right. When you came to me prison and you was a white boy, you had to ride. You either had
gonna ride with the blacks or the Mexicans.
The Mexicans or the blacks. The white boys really did.
Go to.
They didn't have no. They was like prey.
It's about 6 of them. It's about 50 black.
Arab Brotherhood.
4 of them. They can't do nothing.
And
Now this is disturbing. This is disturbing part. Russ said they was like prey. And then he gonna go on and say, they kept away from the predators. You know what I'm saying? And I asked a question like, yo, why would you refer to yourself as a predator? You know, like that word just it sounds weird, bro. Like especially when you putting it in prison terms and stuff like that. Like what was y'all on, bro, to make you refer to yourself as a predator, bro?
And you know what's crazy? Niggas won't say the reason we so hard on the white folks isn't because we the minority. I mean, we the majority in here, and they put us in here.
Facts.
Ain't that? Ain't saying that. They really got us out here doing slave work. Ain't that? It's just can't extort the Mexicans because they gonna kill you. And then white people are the minority in prison. But every time I hear you niggas talk about prison, niggas talking about, yeah, you know, I got booty bandit partners, and you know they like the white boys. They think they pretty and all that. So you hanging around niggas that do that, but you don't do that.
It's gonna come out. It's definitely ready to come out. It's definitely ready to come out.
And most of the white boys, this is what the white folks would do in prison. They would put the white boys up. You know what I'm saying? They would put them out of harm's way. They would get white boys the best jobs, you hear me, and put them in positions where they like on the trustee camps, you know what I'm saying, away from the predators, which is the blacks and the Mexicans.
They got whites on there, but they ain't got the Mexicans.
You have some white boys
that try to stand up,
that will and did and can fight.
I have them got raped and knocked out. Don't let them fool you. They got a lot of tattoos on them. That don't mean nothing. I seen dudes tattooed down and it's a faggot. So don't let nobody fool you. So because they got tattoos and looking like they gangsters, they don't impress nobody. Yeah. So everybody got it. You know, I fell for the white boy. I'm gonna be honest. I fell for the white guy. I really do.
Yeah, it's called ride. When you come into Texas, and you know, at that time they would say, "Who you riding with?" If you're a white,
and it'd be a ride, Mexican black fighting over white boy,
and that's what
somebody died because they want their kid. They say that's my kid.
That's a kid. They call the white boys.
That's his kid. This is my kid. I'm taking care of him.
I'm taking care of him. They gonna
fucking commissary.
That's different then. Y'all taking hard. Y'all making the white.
That's the truth.
Hey yo. Oh man, bro. So yo, now, Phil, I want you to pay attention to this next part, bro. Everybody that's in here, make sure y'all pay attention to this next part, bro, because what they say next is thrown completely off, bro. Now, I want you to listen to it, and I want you just to give your honest opinion on what you heard, bro. All right.
That's what they do. And they could get his commissary, make him pay, make his mama put money on their book. That's the penalty.
Just because you make a white boy kid, though.
Let him answer. No.
Okay. So your kid, you ain't.
No, you don't.
Dummy.
You have a kid.
Listen, you don't have to. You don't got to say, homie. Go me.
I was against some friends.
Listen.
So when you
let me share something with you. So you said the white. Listen, man. If you're a kid, you're gonna be if you don't choose to be. I don't know what Cooper talking about. If you're a kid, they mean they celebrate you how they want to celebrate you. You a kid, if they want to run meat up in you, they run meat up in you just like a penitentiary prostitute. That's why they for it. So you got the blacks, and I know people don't like pastor talking. We talking real stuff. So you got the blacks over.
All right. So you see how animated he got on that last part, bro. if you're a kid,
Sound like passion
you,
to me. Sound like you passionate about that. And you was a kid when you went up in there. So what is you saying? Oh, I was different, of course, because y'all you niggas is different when y'all tell the story.
bro, passion, definitely the best way to describe that.
All right, he been waiting on that part of the conversation. And it's the thing, bro. Like, my dad been in and out the pen since I think. Well, I know he been getting locked up since 15. So I saw what that place did to him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So and my you don't even, bro. My dad is so throwed off. This nigga, I send you his Facebook page, Instagram. This nigga got a picture of the sky, bro. He don't even have his face on that hoe. And the only thing he posts is his kids. That's it. He don't post nothing. You won't see a picture with just him in it. And my dad is a gangster. Like, he could get on here and do a podcast and all that. My dad don't even talk, bro. So when I see these dudes do this, it's like, man, nah, bro. You're not telling the story right, man. I mean, you say, oh, I know y'all don't like how the pastor talking. All right, so why you talk like this on YouTube, but then you go up in church and talk like that? That's what we call contradiction.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Everybody know the way I talk on here is the way I talk in real life. B done met me personally. That's what I'm saying. There's no characteristic with this, bro. This is just who I am.
Facts. Bro, I would preach it to the dudes at the job, bro. I preach to do that at the job, bro. The little young boys up there, bro. I was going in. That was just the Lord. That was just the Lord talking, bro. Because you know the stuff that we was talking about, just somebody had to tell them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
yeah, it was like I don't just refer to the Lord when I get on here just to sound good and stuff like that. Nah, bro. Like when I'm outside, bro, I do the same thing. Just like the FedEx lady that came to the job. She her mama had went through surgery or whatever, and you can see like she was a little down about it. I'm like I'm gonna pray for I'm gonna put on the prayer request book. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she like, oh, thank you. So the next day when she come up there, that was on a Friday. So I mean the other day when she came back, she remembered me. She like, where the other little guy at? Talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and they was laughing like, yeah, man, you got a fan, bro. Somebody was over here asking. I'm like, who, bro? Who asking about me? Don't nobody know me up here like that, right? He's like, no, the lady you was talking to, in the FedEx truck. I'm like, oh, okay. I like, no, that's the Lord, bro. That's the Lord. That's the Lord, bro. She understand, like, cause I told her I was gonna pray for her, so that's just the Lord, bro. I mean, she ain't a fan. She a fellow Christian. She understand, just me doing that and me saying that to her and stuff like that, it hit different.
Yep.
It hit different. Nobody, let's say that's a problem. I mean, you're a Christian, but people go on hard. And my uncle was speaking on this. Like, so what you said. It's not your job to be sad and dwell on being sad. Your job is to go out there and find another person who has something going on in their life that may be just as sad as you, and you're supposed to pray for them. You're supposed to minister to them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it is not about you. It's not about you. You know, when have we ever just stopped and been like, you know what? Yeah, I got a messed up day, but I see you having your situation might be a little bit more worse than mine. You know what? Let me pray for you. Let me stop and pray for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Theo did that. We was talking. Theo had something going on, but then he heard B having a situation. It was like, hold up, let's just stop real quick. Let me pray for you real quick, B. So it's not on us to hold ourselves at such a high regard that we can't help the next person out. We can't look at the next person and be like, you know what, I see you got something going on. How can I help you?
Yeah, not doing that is being of the world, and that's exactly what the pastor just said. Oh, I know you don't like the way the pastor talking. Yeah, because we expect you to know how to conduct yourself in these environments. Yeah, especially when you're saying you're doing it for the Lord. So I would assume you already have the training that you need for an environment like this. Just like they said, you got to have the armor of God.
Facts.
Because when you're not around that, you need to know how to not lose yourself.
Exactly.
You got the mess. So when the white come in, somebody might say, "That's my kid," and the mess say, "Oh, they say no."
But how you think about how they look? Like he got long blonde hair. That's my good kid right there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's too good. But it's sometimes we let the Mexican have them. Sometimes we don't.
He's saying we, so he had some kids.
I had a bunch of kids. But
I ain't had no kids.
I had a bunch of kids.
I ain't got no kids.
I had a bunch of kids. Kids don't mean you, like he said, you don't have to run meat up in them, but they can take care of you. You make them bring you money, commissary, we get their family, and family put money on your butt. But now on that, I took care of the kids.
That's so big.
I took care of the kids where nobody won't mess with them. Because if I put my name on it, nobody not going to mess with them.
So you took care of the kids?
I take care of the kids.
Oh, my God.
Damn. You had two. You had two down there in the penitentiary. You had to
That's why he had the game.
Niggas that were getting kids.
Negro, I don't hate the gays cause of that. You Negro talking about y'all rappers, y'all gangster, and y'all taking that meat. So what I be you taking it, I be trying to watch this. You get no, listen. You that nigga, I ain't giving me. He giving it to me. I'm tired. Listen, every time we come on this broadcast, he giving it to me. Damn it. Every time they on this broadcast, everybody talk that gangster talk. Listen to me though, real talk. Everybody gangster. Watch this. Everybody gangster. But them soul gangsters, some of these dudes, these young cats, some of they uncles and some of they dad, it wasn't for me, they be girls. So don't talk that gangster talk because I know what you do without a pistol.
So you ain't make them girls, you made them kids.
No, everybody ain't got to be a kid. But I had a couple of them.
Did you?
Cause I didn't have a mama that could send me money. I didn't have brother and sister come see me.
Them out?
No, I didn't do that. I just took it. Come to say a white guy.
So you was a predator.
That nigga contradicted everything he just said in like a minute, bro. Nigga said, if you a kid, you don't get the choice if we run meet up in you. But then say, I wouldn't run and meet up in my kids. Then why would you say that? And why you say we? See, Unc caught it when I caught it because he was saying we like, nigga, like you a part of that.
Exactly. Because he is, right? Verbal and nonverbal cues. Y'all gotta pay attention to that. Verbal and nonverbal cues, bro.
And this could have been a secret, nigga. No, you never had to come out. But what they say, the devil give you the tools to fuck yourself up.
Like look at the hand gestures. You know what I'm saying? The hand gestures say a lot. The scratching of the face says a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like so many subtle cues and clues in this joint, bro. And again,
I wonder if your wife know this shit. I wonder if she saw this interview.
A predator, bro. Why would you refer to yourself as as them being prey? And why would you refer to yourself as a predator? Because when he said predator, you ain't denied. You ain't denied. You ain't say, nah, we wasn't necessarily predators. We were just opportunists and stuff like that. Predator means you seeked out the weakest individual, because that's what predators do. Predators don't go after the strong.
No.
They don't go after the strong that's gonna fight back. It's all the way down to lions, tigers, crocodiles, wolves. Like they don't go after the strong, healthy, the ones that's gonna fight back. They pick on the vulnerable, like the kids, the sick, the already injured, stuff like that. So you seeking out weak individuals to extort and take money and then listen to what he said. Oh, I ain't have a mama. I ain't have nobody to put money on my books. So yeah, so you had to do what you had to do to survive in there. That's what you saying.
But
So
he said his mama used to come and visit him and bought him the shoes and all that. See, that's what I'm saying.
See? So that's why I always commend my mama. She said,
Nah, for real.
hey, you get locked up if you want to. I ain't putting no money on the books. I ain't coming to bail you out.
I got one chance with my mama and my grandma, and they told me, and that first time you get in trouble, we're gonna ride for you. But that's because we'll never ride with you again. So you better learn your damn lesson.
Better learn your lesson. But I'll write you. But I ain't said to you nothing. I ain't coming to get you out of that joint. I ain't putting my house up. and that's real stuff, bro. Because one, like we said, like me and B said, bro, when you get locked up and you gotta do that, bro, you become a burden. You're a burden. You're at this point in time, you're a burden, bro. You're taking money from out the house. You're taking groceries from out the house, food from out the kid's mouth, time, gas being wasted coming to see you. Yeah, I mean, time for me doing what I had to do, on an everyday basis just to come down here and see you. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a burden, bro. Not only that, every time you call, my phone bill skyrockets. So yeah, like you're a burden, bro. You're not a person that is actually being productive to anything that we have going on. You're just
talking about didn't nobody come see me, nigga. You the one that made that choice. Why everybody got to make a sacrifice because of the choices you make?
Because of the choice you make. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sacrifice my stuff because you want to make a bad decision in life.
Oh, didn't nobody sit in the cell with me, nigga? That's because we didn't do the crime with you.
Facts.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody, that whole immature thing, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why niggas love to talk about this. Because we can't talk about working no job. You can't talk about being able to take care of the bills and then people dying. You got to take care of that. Plus, you got to keep going. Can't talk about that. You don't know nothing about that.
Exactly. Man, say.
He's extorting them.
I extort.
That's why I'm telling you.
See, extortion.
I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna make sure nobody mess with you.
See, extorting them.
I just make sure you're under my wing. You know, worry about it.
Somebody at that time, somebody would have came and say,
you got to go crazy for him. Then you got to die for him.
Hold up, be quiet. Hold up. Here we go.
Somebody in the came and said, "What's the name? What's the booty war?
Yeah.
What's that weird?
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, that
please, yeah. Please, Johnson.
It said, "Listen,
a person."
OG person.
OG person.
Yeah. OG person.
Tripping. I don't want to talk about him because he ain't here.
Ain't made no difference if he was here or not.
Oh, real tune.
But come on, no, go here.
Now you probably real tune.
No.
Real tune for the kid on purpose.
Listen,
Real tune is just to make me a kid on purpose.
Okay.
Real tune want to be a
you
kid.
too ugly to be a kid. Nigga,
Look, you see how? Oh, did you see the
Yeah.
facial expression? You see the face, right?
Yeah.
You see? Hey, yo, I'm pointing this out on the last one. I'm pointing this out on the last one. Watch the face he make at the end of that, bro. That was passion right there. That was passion right there.
Yeah, that
Please,
yeah.
Please,
But
Johnson.
it said, listen.
Or person.
OG person.
OG person.
Yeah.
OG person. Tripping, I don't want to talk about him because he ain't here. You
Ain't made no difference if he was here or not.
Oh, real tune.
But come on, no, go here.
Now you probably real tune.
No. Look, no.
Real tune for the kid on purpose.
Listen,
Real tune is just to make me a kid on purpose.
Okay.
Real tune want to be a
you
kid.
too ugly to be a kid.
Look at them faces.
Yeah, that look like what's that word? What's that word? Instigating. That's that instigating face right there.
And boy, look at Koopner. Look at Koopner. Koopner
And
like,
you know what's crazy? It's kind of like that response from everybody else at the table is like, it's kind of like you on God's path. We just gonna say that. And these demons sitting around you, and that's the response, because it's like, look, we done got this nigga out of his body. We done got him out of character. Like, you so caught up in the moment, you probably forget there's even a camera right here.
Real talk.
And everybody mic is in front of their face. Yours is around your neck. So it's easy to forget you mic'd up.
Facts.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Then you sitting here passing judgment on somebody, but you telling us not to pass judgment. You talking about somebody that ain't even there.
Man. I'm telling you, bro.
Then you talking about extortion. How we don't know you ain't extorting your congregation? You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. That's definitely. If he ain't done did it, it's in the making.
And they don't want to say these things about you, bro, but you not giving us a choice. We going off the things coming out of your mouth.
Facts. Look at Kunta face. Kunta looking like I'll take him.
Man.
Kunta looking like I'll take him.
Shit, at this point, we don't know what their relationship is, because based off that,
hey,
you already said, oh yeah, that's my big homie right there.
Yeah, that's one of his kids.
Yeah.
That's one of his kids. You know, when
and niggas said you too, I ain't mean to cut you off, but niggas said you too ugly to be a kid. Why would that matter if you only extorting?
Exactly. Oh, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Hold on. Wait till we get to that part. But let me say this real quick. And then it's like a pimp. It's like a pimp in his bottom hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
The bottom hoe don't work enough to where as though she don't gotta work no more. But her main mission is to go out there and find new recruits.
Damn, that's a good point.
Ain't never think of it like that. You know what I'm saying? We might be looking at one of the first kids, and then now he done put in his time. He done recruited like 3 or 4 extra kids. So now he ain't gotta really, come up with no commissary money or nothing like that, or nothing extra. They getting it from the new kids.
Man.
Cause that's how pimps is with their main hoe. Yep. With they main hoe, they don't gotta worry about slapping them around, coming up with no money or like, yeah, it's time to give up that booty. You know what I'm saying? I got some new one. I got some new extra couple hoes in the stable that I could pick from now.
It's kind of like on the Mac when he had got when he started, he had Lulu, and then he had went and got the white girl. But Lulu
Mhm.
was at the top. She was the bottom bitch, so she was
Yeah.
over all the other women. But she was like, man, you care about that white girl more than you care about me. He, oh
Yep.
man, you know, I thought you started this whole thing with me.
Yep.
Nah, hey, man, this sucks, bro. It sucks, man.
Yeah, no, because it makes us look a certain kind of way, bro.
You proving the stereotype.
Facts.
You brothers can't go to prison and get y'all mind right. And let's be honest, it's not that whole TDC, Texas Department of Corrections. We not helping you correct this shit, nigga, because this is how we get paid. So that's why I'm gonna put you around the other niggas that you probably know or y'all did the same crime, so y'all think y'all can perfect that shit and come right back. But knowing that, like I said, bro, if y'all extorting white folks, that's cool. It's the same thing with Sauce Walker. I'm a pimp on white women. All right. Before we know the details, we thinking, all right, this reverse slavery, nigga. He getting the money back from them. Then you out here impregnating them, and then talking down on black women. Like, man, what the hell?
Man, come on now. Come on now.
Nigga was so ugly as piss. Ain't nobody want to. You gotta have comments.
Look. That's oh, wait.
There it go, right there. You just said it.
Wait till you hit. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
He just said it.
Please, Johnson.
It said, listen.
A person.
OG person.
OG person.
Yeah. OG person.
Tripping, I don't want to talk about him because he ain't here.
Ain't made no difference if he was here or not.
Oh, real tune.
But come on, no, go here.
Now you probably get real tune.
No. Look, no. Real tune for the kid on purpose. Listen,
real tune is just to make me a kid on purpose.
Okay.
Real tune want to be a kid.
Too ugly to be a kid. Nigga was so ugly as piss. Ain't nobody want to. You gotta have commissary. They want your commissary. Now what's the saying?
They ain't gonna want you, cuz.
I'm too ugly to be a kid. I'm to be on bullshit, bro. God bless my ugly look then.
Nigga, you might get a. You so ugly, he gonna get a pass. I think was so ugly. I don't want that ugly, that ugly kid.
They gonna pick
you want, they gonna pick you. You the ugly, and you built bad too. You ain't got no butt, none of that. You built. I think was built like that.
That boy said, you ain't got no butt.
Yeah. You ain't beating them allegations.
Hey, you ain't beating them allegations.
Because you just said, oh, no, I was just using for extortion. But no, nigga, you going to have to pay extortion because nigga ain't going to want you. I thought that was the point. Nigga, you just made a joke about 10 minutes ago talking about the nigga pants was tight.
They're gonna say so daggone you built bad.
See, and me and Naeem was talking yesterday, and we was talking about like how black men, we don't really joke with like with like gay stuff. And the reason we don't is because of slavery. Like they used to rape us back in the day. So that's why niggas don't really play with that type of stuff. You didn't see niggas start playing around with that shit until the whole prison stuff came out. Because I'm not homophobic. I don't care about none of that stuff. But I just never been with the gay jokes.
All right.
I don't see nothing funny about it. Like, especially a nigga like me, like I'm slim and all that. So, and you know, I like to dress and stuff like that. So I always had to deal with that. But it was from niggas. It wasn't from women. But like you sitting up here, it's hard for you to say I'm not gay. But then you sitting here talking about this man ass, bro. Like it's weird.
Talking about bro said, talk about you built bad, bro. You built bad. You ain't got no butt. Yo, nigga.
And you came up in the day before you caught a charge for raping another man.
No,
you didn't catch no charge back then.
That's what B was saying. Like, bro, at this time, bro, yeah, like, bro, if you doing that, bro, you gonna get charged, bro.
So what is you talking about? No, man, I wasn't doing that. but I can give you all the details of who was doing. Like, come on, bro.
Man, say.
And Kunta ain't helping.
Man. That's all I said, bro. You ain't here yet. It's coming up. Oh man, son.
Look, nigga ain't got no butt.
Actually, like they were slaves. Look at you got nice buttocks. Look at this. What's the mud thing going on?
Say, look. And they were, look. They were built like this here. Built like that. And they ain't got no Coca-Cola solid.
So look.
Ain't nobody gonna look.
Bro said he ain't got no Coca-Cola bottle, nothing.
This is wild.
Ooh-wee.
Like you don't. He definitely like. You could have left it at nigga don't want you, but now you going into detail. See, that's one of them telltale signs, bro.
That's heck yeah, bro. That's one of the verbal, non-verbal cues, bro.
And he that old type. It's funny that he said he brought Sag into that shit because you sitting here, bro. The way you describing that shit, it's like you been checking this nigga out, and you married, bro. That's crazy, man.
I know a lot of gay people that covered up being gay with marriage, bro.
And he went in there when you was like 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
Listen, break it down. We understand how y'all prison is and how they prison is, but I'm gonna tell you how St. Louis prison is, right? One thing you say about TVs like that in the federal. In the federal situation, we had 3 TVs in the unit. One was for the black, one was for the white, and then one was for the Mexicans. The whites did have their own TV. Yeah, they gave 3. Because the whites they had to make the whites where I come from. They just as strong as the blacks.
Let me say something. My first prison I went to was High Desert State Prison. I was in the first race ride with the white boys there, bro.
They go.
Listen, we talking about white boys that's 6'4". Work out every day, 280 pounds, running 3 miles every day. And they'll walk up and tell you,
not with us.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. No, listen. It ain't with us. They got what they had.
Yeah, we don't have that.
I'm trying to show you the boldness of these.
But they have.
I'll never downplay my enemy.
Yeah.
Understand something?
No, I ain't gonna never nobody.
Listen to me. I ain't trying to up nobody. I don't hold with the black, but I'm trying to tell you, we had our hands full in certain situations with them. Bro, they was formidable enemies.
Yeah, they went.
But it was one situation where they waited a whole year and sent the message from a whole nother prison in High Desert and waited a whole year and came to Calipatria and cut 2 blood necks.
Watch this here.
Some of these ain't no.
But watch here. You got some in all color, but watch this here. Here's the number game. Watch this here. You go to a unit. When we was on the unit, you had about 6 or 7 of them. But listen, we never worry about them. It can be 6. Listen, you got 6 over 100. They never worry about them. But I do agree. No, we don't.
You don't want to get
You don't care about that. You know what though?
You know what? Wait, just hear me out. If I know a shooter and I'm a shooter, I know who he is. Just in case we might have to have a shootout. And I ain't gonna wish it on me because he see what I done done and I done see what he done. I don't want to go up against. I will if I got.
But watch this.
I'm telling you,
ain't no gun in Pennsylvania but a knife.
I'm just saying.
But listen, when I was I'm gonna say this here. I can't speak for nobody else, but I can just say where we had it set up. That's like you said that you got foundation. We got foundation in Texas prison, and I'm talking about Beto. I'm talking about Cofield, Michael units I've been on, Telfer unit. And Ferguson. So when you hit the unit, it's automatic. A white boy come in, you way outnumber. They got 6% black, 35% Mexican, 5% white.
Let me just say what the white boys would have did out here. All 6 of them would have went at 3 of y'all and 1 of y'all and went to
them done that. They did that. We didn't have that. They a little homeboy here, Crip. They a little homeboy on Cofield. Now they do that. That's everywhere. But here's the thing, though. That don't happen every day.
No,
that happen. I know. Yeah. Every now and then you get the white guys. Yeah, every now and then you get white guys that will take a black out, but by 100 of them suffer for it.
15 white boys against 5 of us. Listen to me. So this is what I'm speaking on.
Yeah,
I'm speaking on it for some motherfuckers who go to prison
you won't get to understand
that these motherfuckers is weak because you gonna run across the majority of them is, but it's some ones that's formidable.
That's right. But here's the thing. Look, government. Here's the thing, though. Okay, watch here. Watch here. Listen here. I got into it with the Arab Brotherhood. Listen to me, what I'm saying. Yeah, you got some white guys that will handle their business, but this is how we do it. When I was on the unit and I knew that you was a tough kid, or you think you're Michael Jackson, somebody, watch this. When I seen a dude that think they bad, I don't care who they is. That's the reason why they kept me in segregation. That's the reason why they kept shipping me, because they felt like that I'm gonna keep up a bunch of mess.
So they kept you in segregation. They kept shipping you. Where did you have time to get these people out of gangs?
That's what I'm saying,
When
bro.
did you have time to walk up to people, be like, I want him out off of my respect? When did you have time to get known to have respect? I doubt every place you've been at when you stepped, oh, that's Eli. Oh, that's Eli. Every place you stepped at, they knew who you was.
It could, because them motherfuckers in there. Everybody in prison. So I know they ain't been out in 10, 15 years.
Facts. They've been in there for 10 or 15 years. How they know who you is, and you just getting there.
While I was on the street when I heard.
Oh, you break it up a little bit, Fio. That's crazy. That's wild work. Yeah, B had to go. I thought he would have been back, but he said his joint was acting crazy. But yeah, man, how did you get to the part where everybody knew who you was? This don't even make sense no more at this point in time, bro. Cause you telling us one thing, and now here we are about 40 minutes in. Yeah, you saying you been shipped around so much they had to keep you inside and in solitary by yourself, and like, bruh, like, come on now. You started riots, and if you ain't get down when I got out, I made sure to get you. How was you getting all these people? Boy, I tell you, bro, y'all gotta pay attention to detail.
But here's the thing, though. Whites, we the black is the only race. When in prison, everybody go against us. The Chinese, the white, the Mexican, we by ourselves. Every other race would get together and ride against us. That's what I didn't like.
Let me say this. I was
Every other race would come together to attack us.
I was in Texas. I went to Big Spring, Texas, the penitentiary Big Spring, but and it's a feds. But this penitentiary is filled of all Mexicans, right? All Mexicans. It got like so less black. Listen, so many blacks, so less whites that it's just a car, and they call it the American car. Right, black and whites run together because there's so many goddamn Mexicans. It's just. I ain't never seen that. I swear, I know. It's just it's like, nigga, if you speak English, you ride with it. I swear to God, in Texas, it's like this how it was. I was the only person that went with the Mexicans. Yeah, I went with the Mexicans. I was Mexican when I was.
So you say kid?
No, I learned how to speak.
Yeah. No, that didn't make sense. No. You said Negro with a bunch of.
Let me tell you why.
You a kid.
No, hell no. Hell no. Let me tell you what happened.
I ain't get over there.
Let me tell you what happened. That ain't true. That ain't true. No. Let me tell you what happened.
How you gonna?
You dumb as hell. You dumb as hell. Let me tell you what happened.
How you gonna blend? That what happened. You gonna have a lot of
my bucket was headed to Sranio, right? I came in, right? This is how I came in. I came in the thing, they only had one bed, right? Normally they had different beds. They don't mix race, but they had one bed, and the bed was in his cell. They're like, man, do you want to go in there? He's Mexican. I didn't know nothing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go in there. Just so happened he ran the whole Mexican car, and he was a good. So when I went, he like, man, listen, I supposed to put you out, but we talked all that night. He told me all his pictures because he really understand English a little bit, and I was teaching him. So that's why I got in.
You know what? Okay, Gum, you know what tickled me? Like these dudes think, these rappers, they be want to go to prison, make the record sale think it's a game. Prison is so falsified now that it's a lot of protection on these guys. But real prison, you don't want to go because you don't know if you're going to get out. You got most of us went in prison with.
It's funny how he said prison is so falsified now, bro.
Yeah, listening to you, I believe
Yeah,
that. When you talking about now, like you just left or
yeah,
something, you don't know what's
yeah.
going on in there.
Like, bro, is the prison so falsified now, bro? Like, what do you mean by that, bro? Everything that you said, bro, been allegations. I can't even say that's actual fact. We gonna say allegedly this happened. We gotta say allegedly this stuff be going on because, bro, you ain't tell us. Only thing I can honestly believe out of this whole thing was that you was a predator, bro, and you probably you probably had some kids that you was humping on. That's the only thing because when you started getting to that part, bro, you got too animated, bro, for me. Like you wanted to prove a point so bad, and then you double back and said, and then you double back and said 607. Okay, he had no body, bro. That's
And that's the thing too, because it's like you saying it's falsified now that you're not there, because you don't want to give the next generation their credit. But you the
facts.
whole reason the next generation is in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Because look what y'all niggas, bro. The reason this is a topic is because this is what the elders is talking about.
Facts.
Niggas out here streaming and all that. Are they giving them us credit? No. Oh, you ain't go to prison. Even if they go to prison right now and be on that type of time, guess what? Oh, you didn't go when I went. You didn't go in the 90s, so it don't count. All right.
Yeah, see y'all situation different from ours. See, we was out there where the real stuff was going on. See, y'all get babysitting now. Like, bro, all right.
It's
Prison
falsified now
is
that I ain't
still
there no
prison.
more.
Yeah, like prison is still prison, bro. The same thing that been going on in the 90s is going on probably. I would say it's probably worse now.
Yeah, because they had to fix everything that y'all did.
Yeah. And just like Smitty was saying, like the one thing you probably wouldn't even have to worry about going in there is actually getting it took because everything is so open now.
Yep.
Like everything is so open, so yeah, I mean it's open to be like that. So you know, if you and if you was looking for boy booty in there, that's because if you stumbled across it, that's because that's what you was looking for,
And that's why you found it.
and that's why you found it exactly. Byron Blake is a dude that be covering like 1090 Jake and going through his story and finding all the inconsistencies on there. He did some time, and bro had mentioned it was funny because bro had mentioned like the lovers quarrels in there and stuff like that. He said, man, if you on that type of time where you find yourself messing with dudes in there, it's either that joint's on the super hush, you in a place by yourself type stuff, or you're so far away from everybody that you basically you're segregated yourself from everybody else.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like you would separate yourself from everybody else because you don't want people to know what you're doing.
And that's what I'm saying. He's sitting there giving the details of everything. But no, I ain't do that. I just used it for extortion. But then I'm going to sit here in the free world and describe this man's body that I'm sitting next to. And nobody asked me to do that.
Nobody asked you to say anything about that.
And you a pastor too.
Have you? I told you, bro. Through this whole thing, we ain't gonna hear. We only gonna hear this one part where he refers to God, bro.
That's crazy. Cause now I'm sitting here thinking about, yeah, damn.
And it wasn't even from him. It was from it was from the other dude, Kunta.
That's why Percy called him Pastor Heli.
Nah, for real, I see why. I see why. Because we ain't hear about none of this stuff from Percy, bro. Percy been doing jail interviews for a long time, bro.
He was the first one.
Yeah. He ain't said nothing about none of this, bro. I'm pretty sure if that was the case, we'd have heard something from him referring to that.
This is it's really embarrassing, bro. You a
Nah,
pastor, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Deceptions of these false teachers, bro. Y'all better start realizing what false teachers are, bro. And the qualifications of what false teachers are, bro. Cause man, say be caught up in one of these joints where they going where he gonna actually make your situation worse than
No, for
better.
real.
For real.
For 5 years, end up with life in prison, or end up with 50 years.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, I see these guys that be talking this because they've been in prison, and some guys done did 2 years or whatever year. I don't care, one day too much time for me. But they'll get out and acting like they something. Have you ever seen dudes with their one teeth gone in their mouth?
Yeah.
And most dudes in prison, they get their front teeth gone. I got all mine. You know what I'm saying? So, but you see some of them that got it knocked out. One of the things that I learned about prison, everybody got a prison that's a little different. One thing about me, government, when I got on the unit, when I got in the cell, when I got in the government center, I always spot out the baddest dude in the tank. I always observe him. Once I observe him, there's two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get close to him, or I'm gonna use him as an example. One or two.
But wait, see this. Let me show you. See, that's a big difference out here in our prisons. Because see, we, like I said before, gang politics dictate everything. And the biggest, toughest dude is not who you have to be worried about, because he might not even be part of your car. He might not even be part of who you got to even deal with. So it's kind of different. And that's a whole myth. Like, pick out the biggest dude in firing. That's gonna get you murdered. That ain't gonna get you.
Mm. 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 Or
Nah, that's real.
that's that's
Especially in prison, nigga. You think, oh, I'm gonna fire on this nigga like we, oh, I gotta fight you now. I don't have to fight you. I just kill you. You don't know who you just fired on. You don't know nothing.
Well, don't
Now
listen
this
to
nigga
this
done
dude
killed me.
going to prison and talk about, so yeah, all I gotta do is find the biggest, toughest dude and make an example out of. All right, go ahead. Hey yo, oh man, bruh. Oh
Nigga
man.
love saying, "Oh yeah, we just doing this for educational." How's it educational when I don't live like that? I never go to prison, nigga. I don't, the fuck. We trying to keep the kids out of prison. No, you not. Nigga tell you I became a man when I went to prison, but then get out here and tell you we're not living like a man. Only person I heard say that is B, that actually lived it.
Real talk.
Because a lot of niggas think they men till they come back into society and then they realize they still boys.
Mm-hmm. Still got that childlike mentality.
And you ain't never paid bills before. You've been living for free for the past 15 years.
Mm-hmm. You ain't never had nobody tell you, no, you can't do this. Gubby had to take his glasses off for that one. He like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. That'll get you killed, bro. and like you said you went in when you was 80 pounds, bro. What you gonna do with somebody that's 250, all muscle?
Oh, you heard him at the beginning when he said I was lying and saying that niggas tried to rape me. Did they try or did they do it?
Man, I'm telling you, bro. These people weird, bro. This is different. This is
Cause
different.
I know a man ain't gonna. I don't feel like a man gonna even play like that.
Nah, heck nah.
Cause we know niggas done got raped and won't say nothing. So you saying you just gonna dry say it to get somebody in trouble, and then you telling us that it ain't like we saw some type of record and then we found that out. It's too many inconsistencies, bro. It's way too many. You supposed to be the voice of reason.
Nah, for real. As a pastor, bro, you should be. Your whole message should be different. I ain't worried about Gumby. I ain't worried about Gumby or Kunta. You know what I'm saying? They just along for the ride. But as a pastor, yeah, you should. It should be definitely a different type of scenario going on right now. Like we shouldn't be discussing. Oh, so how many TVs you had in your dorm? Oh, yeah, the guy that was the biggest, tallest. I went to go check him, and if you a kid, yeah, man, we gonna celebrate you how we want to. Like, bro, this is.
We should be hearing that from the other two, not you.
Yeah, real talk. Somebody that is not, and that's wild, bro.
It is.
Even just to say, you know the Lord. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, bro. Like anybody could be a daggone pastor, bro. Anybody could be a pastor. You just got is a qualification thing for you to pass and do all that stuff to be a pastor. Anybody could be one, but are you a correct pastor? That's why this joint right here says deceptions of false teachers. It doesn't say teacher, it says teachers. That means that it's always been more. It's always been more than just one.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Nah, for real.
See, because you're going to have a whole bunch of motherfuckers eager to do his bidding. I keep trying to explain to people, y'all be talking, right? Niggas be talking, but you don't know that got people that's listening to these airwaves that really love them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, die for him.
It's a dude named Dreaming Foreign. I'm saying out of Florida. Like, bro, watch what you say, bro. Oh, watch what you say.
But watch it there.
Fuck what he know. He say some good comments. I'm just saying how he, like, it's a whole narrative that's being played.
Yeah.
Playing both sides.
But you know what?
Wait, partner. I'm talking to him. I see that you did that with the homie Bub. I see you do that. You said do more of that. You commentated. You gang banging. We gang banging. Like, I hope it all.
Yeah, Gumby don't be playing. So, but we see that there's a lot of differences outside of the games between Texas and California and St.
But I'm gonna be honest.
There's a lot of difference.
I don't care about it.
But there's a lot of difference between all of us.
That's my belief.
Because we all are different but the same, right? But this was actually a good thing to talk about because we thought of talking about change, but everything changed because your situation was different from mine, and mine was different from Gumby's, and Gumby's was different from Kunta.
I'm here about grace.
The Grace Award. Don't talk about
All us hear about Grace.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with no
I don't care what you
I ain't
say.
got to do with no Grace.
Well, you believe whatever you want to believe.
I'm about choice.
You believe whatever you want to believe.
I'm about choice. I chose this.
Well, you got voodoo.
I chose
You got voodoo for your power.
it.
Voodoo for your power.
Yeah, I all got the same power.
That voodoo stuff ain't gonna save
Same
you.
power Jesus
But
had.
yeah, no, you ain't got Jesus.
Same power Jesus had.
But at the same time, people know you have crazy. Why take a crazy man out? You're not gonna get no reward for that.
Listen, we just broke down the
You lying to eat your boogers.
But listen, everybody watching this, they about to go to penitentiary. They on their way.
They ain't about to go to penitentiary. You ain't about to go away to penitentiary because we telling y'all what we went through, and you could be one of them same persons.
Don't be nobody cheat.
So ain't nobody listen. Ain't nobody
want to go back right now. You gonna be excused.
Nah, you ain't tell us what you been through. You definitely ain't tell us what you been through. Cause I doubt any of that stuff. Yeah, man, was actually 100% accurate.
And you didn't say it like it was bad.
Right.
That's why he said, yeah, y'all going to the pen. Because if you listen to these niggas, this shit sound like you supposed to do that.
Yeah, because you talking about, so yeah, I stepped on the yard and they was talking about boy booty, and not my fault, not boy booty. They were talking about new booty this and you got there, then everybody was like, oh yeah, little Eli on the yard now, and then you went from that to talking about you was checking people and getting them out of games, and then from there you went to talking about how you were shipped around so many different times and stuff like that. Like, bruh, like we couldn't get a single 30. We couldn't get a single 2 minutes or 5. I would say 5 minutes. A single 5 minutes of straight conversation about what actually happened when you was in there. Like when Smitty told this story, bro. Smitty told us exactly what was gonna be. When B told us how he hit the yard and all that stuff, we had an easy 5 minutes of both of them dudes telling us exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? Of course, they could bring up more stories and tell us more stories, but it's not gonna sound nothing like this. It's not gonna sound nothing like this.
Nope.
Yeah. What's that? A guy like me that's fake, trying to impress another man, be the very man that try to turn you out. But let me tell you something about all men. It ain't no man alive that don't cry. It ain't no man alive that can't bleed. So don't let nobody act like they tougher than tough. Everybody can. It's who I thank each other. If I thank you, I get you today. You I thank me, you get me tomorrow.
This whole interview, bro. What's happening, bro? You bad.
Let him say something.
No, he ain't got nothing to say. He ain't got nothing to say because no. We talk about the penitentiary. I don't think he did a whole stretch of the penitentiary like that. You know a lot of time in penitentiary?
I did 10 years.
Oh, then you just got in this conversation in. What?
No, I just let people talk, bro. I let everybody say what they gotta say, bro.
Right.
You know, I'm not one of the guys that always gotta be in the spotlight, fam.
Right.
I know how to listen and hear, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta hear people.
Right.
Not just listen.
Right.
So I'm hearing these, bro.
Some people got necessary spotlight. Nigga ain't trying to shine like Mike Jones. It's just some people feel what they feel.
I'm not that type of guy, you know what I'm saying? I never will be, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just, this is a good thing for us to be able to, you know, to come together as black brothers, you know what I'm saying, to do content, you know.
Well, I ain't black.
You know, well,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
What color are you? You the only body that got some
I ain't no
different color rags.
I'm not a color.
I'm melanin.
I'm not a color.
You got so many different rags on this clip.
Listen, I ain't a color.
You mind me?
Let's get it
Look at this, y'all. This is look.
Hey.
He got all these different colors. If anybody see a nigga drink out of a cup like this and you don't think he crazy, you crazy.
Well, last person touched that cup got their hand blew off. That person touched that cup, got their hand blew off, bro.
And that's the thing
FYI.
too. It's like this thing got such an old way of rhetoric.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, if you ain't doing this, then you ain't doing it right. Like, bro, even you on social media right now.
Facts. Using this platform to spew this nonsense. This it like I said, this ain't nothing but a whole bunch of flesh talk.
Mm.
This ain't nothing spiritual about this conversation. Ain't no milk. Ain't no milk. Ain't nothing spiritual about this conversation whatsoever. I ain't heard nothing spiritual come from anything. And I told you, bro, the only one time that they said something was in the beginning that wasn't even whatchamacallit from old boy. From the pastor himself. You know what I'm saying? Once the pastor started talking, he cut the other dude off from talking about God to going back to talking about how tough he was.
And that's the thing.
How much respect he had.
That's the thing. The way to show your faith and your strength is to be around the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
See, are you gonna be on the same time they on, or you gonna stand for how God molded you and the path you on? And we clearly see, you gonna be like minded. No, we weren't doing that, nigga. When did you get out, bro? Because you talking like you just got out.
Nah, for real.
At least Kunta knew. Nah, I'm just gonna sit back. Man, I ain't even gonna say too much.
Yeah. Because it's hard. It's hard to freestyle with somebody. You know, if you don't know what they're gonna be talking about. I gotta wait for you to tag me in order to you know what I'm saying?
And I live here, bro, and I a lot of these people I ain't hear about them until they said they was in prison. So that means you ain't doing nothing in the free world. Charleston White sat here and told us he did all this for the community, but we didn't know it until you hit the internet.
And then don't do nothing for the community.
Exactly. So what you saying you do ain't we don't see it. Well, I used to do that.
Once you get the money and then continue to do that?
No, because you wouldn't do you. That's that. Like I told Naeem, when we was kids, niggas was always like, nigga ain't fucking with the Illuminati, nigga. When you doing that, woo, woo. As soon as some niggas get some money, now all of a sudden the black problems ain't the problem no more. Cause I got money, so you got to figure out how to get you some money. That's why they give niggas money. Every nigga you see talk about black problems, once they give them the money, nigga ain't saying nothing no more.
Niggas ain't saying that. Oh, it's non-existent. Oh man.
That's why they say
I gotta
if you
get it
mad,
how I got it.
Yep. That's why they say if you mad, you just need to get you some money.
Man. Jeez Louise.
Bro, I know why you paint your nails black now.
I wouldn't want to hear this.
Yeah. Because see, a lot of people don't know what black really means. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know.
You know, black repels. It repels negative energy.
100%.
You hear me? It repels. You see, it wards it off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have let me finish. So for him to have it on his fingernails, this means that this is his personality. You know what I'm saying? His personality wards off negative energy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's gonna draw all kind of energy. Nah, I should know with some nails on his hand. I'ma think that well, listen, man. Listen. No, I'm telling you, listen. I catch a man with MB Youngboy had some black nails after he come out of penitentiary. I don't expect guys that know nigga. Whatever you want to say. Man, I don't care about him. Listen. I don't care about. Listen, that dude had some, and these dudes talking about he's a gangster. Listen, man, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. If y'all call them gangster, all of y'all sick.
Yes, you believe in the
Man, no
Bible,
gangster.
right?
Come on,
You
man.
believe in the Bible,
Wait,
right?
hold on, let me
You
say
believe in the
this.
Bible, right?
Man,
Now let me say this.
them black nails scare me.
Everybody got their
You
own
scared of
philosophy,
everything.
you know.
I'm scared of them nails.
Everybody got
Scared of
their own,
everything.
you know, everybody got their own philosophy. Everybody does what works for them. You know what I'm saying? You got something.
So what they
Hold
keep?
on.
They keep
Bingo.
the police off of you.
No, listen. Now it might, you know, you never.
Yeah, they don't fuck
They
with me.
keep the robbers off of you.
It keep everything negative off me.
Right.
Keep the police off you.
You off me.
So do.
Yeah.
It works on
They
me.
keep you off me. So I won't be
It
your
works
kid.
on me.
This stop me from being your kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't got to talk to your
Say,
kid now.
let me tell you,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
I was a young dummy.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a young dummy.
more jewels.
I'm
man, 'cause
a
let's-
dummy.
You know, let me drop some jewels.
Right.
The hands are symbolic for the personality. You hear me?
Right.
The hands are.
Right.
And that's why they tell you, if your right hand offends you, cut it off. You know what I'm saying? And that means that if your personality, something that's within your personality is wrong, you know what I'm saying, cut it off. You know what I'm saying? So I dig you loud and clear, my guy.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
only people don't dig me is people that only dig the book. Because like you dig in the book,
Now
and
we
then
cool.
dig
We
in
don't get
yourself.
spiritual.
Wait,
We cool.
no,
How y'all do
no,
that?
wait, don't even get spiritual. None of that shit.
Y'all,
It's,
throw your set up.
it's just the fact that you just admitted on this show that you had kids. You tried to deflect from that, right? You admitted that you had kids, gang. You was proud about it, right? That is a problem.
See,
That's
that's
a
why you
problem.
can't give, dummy. You can't give Google your information because they'll take it. And man, listen, I made a lot of mistakes.
We didn't ask for that. You chose to say that. We didn't take a gun and put it to your head and be like, yo, did you have kids or not when you was in there? That question never came up. That was something that you said. What's going on? Naeem in the building. That is something that you said on your own, bruh. We didn't force you to say that, bruh. Nobody once asked you about no kids in the penitentiary. That was something that you brought up. So for you to say that's why you can't tell people about certain things, you should have never said it from the jump.
Exactly.
You should have never even referred to it from the jump. If you did, obviously that was on your conscience enough for you to actually say that.
I mean, you talking about, oh, them nails scare me. You don't supposed to be scared of nothing, bro. You walk with God.
Thank you. Thank you. God says that throughout the whole book about fear not. Fear not.
I mean, you talk as soon as he brought up the kids again, then you get all stimulated. Like, bro. Yeah, man, I was a young dummy. Yeah, y'all scared of young boy and all. It's like, bro, what are you? This is crazy.
Man, say.
Fair.
Oh my God.
I did a lot of wrong. But listen to me. I did a lot of wrong.
And you sorry. Tell the kid sorry then.
Well, hey, I'm sorry if you got turned out like this kid here. I'm sorry if you got turned out like this kid and you grow up crazy and you don't know who he is and you so spiritual you don't know if you from Mars or you from South.
We is from Mars.
This boy here so crazy.
We come from Mars.
He's so crazy.
That was a download.
Look here. What?
We come from Mars.
You came from Mars. I'm from South Dallas, Bonton, Texas, Dixon Circle. That's where I'm from, Park Road. So I don't know what you talking about.
Listen, this was crazy. We actually broke down the prison system, and now we know what it takes to survive in the Texas prison. We know what it takes to survive in the California prison. What's something that we don't know that we need to know before we get out of here?
We need to know that if you out here having bad energy, it's nothing wrong with joining a gang. Jesus started the first gang called the 12.
I'm done. I'm done. we gonna end it on that note. When you start going blasphemy on Jesus right now, bro. Talking about Jesus started the first gang, the 12 disciples, bro. Get this guy out of here, bro.
Bro, when I heard that the first time, I was like,
hey yo,
this ain't really just said that.
This nigga just said that, bro. I ain't even get to that part. We just gonna end it on that. Jesus, I apologize, bro. I apologize for letting that guy say that out loud like that. I didn't think he was gonna say that, but oh jeez, bro.
You said Jesus started the first game.
Oh jeez, bro.
They was killing black folks.
Hey yo, it ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with joining the gang, because Jesus was the first one to start a gang. Hey, bruh. No, Jesus did not start a gang, bruh. Jesus had followers. It's different. It's a big difference, bro. Jesus ain't had to jump them in, bro. All he had to do was show them who he was, bruh, and they was like, you know what? I don't want to leave your side. It's a difference. It's a difference. He ain't go pick out vulnerable people that couldn't afford anything and be like, yeah, you under my wing now, and I'm gonna give you protection, and I'm a I'm a I'm gonna watch over you, and because of my name, you gotta give me commissary and stuff, bruh. No, bruh. No, no, bruh. That's why people don't need to become pastors if they not qualified, bruh. And it's messed up that people can become a pastor just by doing a little bit of studies and filling out a couple forms and stuff, bruh. Like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus,
Nigga just said there's nothing wrong with joining the gang, but the whole time he was saying how he don't care about gangs.
bruh. He said, I don't care about people joining the gang, because people that join the gang to me is weak. They only join gang for protection. He said that out his own mouth.
Yeah, this. Shout out to Unc, bro, because that's what I'm saying. Unc ain't stupid. That's why he did this, because he was like, nigga, I'm gonna let you hang yourself.
He making
I'm gonna
all
give you the
us.
platform, and you gonna watch.
He gonna hang himself. Yeah. I ain't finna kick the chair out from underneath your legs. You gonna jump off that joint on your own free will.
Mm.
If
This
I
nigga
let you,
didn't say, he didn't finish it with, no, if you doing wrong, there's nothing wrong with that, because there's never too late to turn your life to God. He didn't say that. No, if you doing wrong, it's cool to keep doing wrong. Like, what the fuck?
man, bro, I wish B was here to hear that one, bro.
Yeah, you gonna have to play that for him,
He'd
bro,
he'd
because that's
yo
crazy.
he'd have snapped, bro. B would have snapped, bro. Oh man, I can't believe yo just said that, bro. Yo said Jesus was the first one to start a gang, bro. I'm scared. I'm scared to press play. I had to hurry up and pause that because I didn't want my computer to shut down off of that one.
Man.
Oh, for real, bro.
And that nigga was quick with it too. Like,
Yeah, bro. Yo, that's that's so. Ooh, man, dang, bro. Somebody need to dump holy oil on this dude, bro.
man. And this nigga finna go and give a sermon
And he go,
after this. Boy, hell no.
yo, this guy, bro. Oh man, I can't. I'm lost for words, bro. I'm lost for words right now, bro. I don't know how you can. I don't know how you can end that like that, bro. Jesus was Jesus was the first one to start a gang. He had the 12 disciples. Jesus. Oh wait, that's nasty work right there. What they how they say that? That's nasty work, bro.
Nah, and then watch their reaction to that. Cause I seen this already, but I ain't catch a lot of this because I was listening while I was at work.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm scared to press play on this.
Now I'm telling you, bro, do it. Yeah, nigga on Hoover, nigga. It's like, so now you got the niggas that you supposed to be
Nah,
helping
bro.
agreeing with you. That's
He
how
ain't.
you know,
He
bro.
ain't
I'm
saying.
telling you.
Hold up, bro. Hold on, bro.
Cyprus. And they had changed the
That was real
community. They
shit.
built a community.
He said some
And
real
so
shit.
a lot of people are against gang, but it's nothing wrong being in the gang because gang is symbolized unity.
They was 12 disciples. They was straight gang.
And they
You ain't never lied. That was a deep shit.
hold up.
That was a download, nigga.
Listen to me.
I'm done. That ain't no real shit. Nothing.
Bro, he doing that. That's why he doing that. I'm
Nah,
telling you, bro.
bro.
Unc ain't stupid, bro.
Hey yo.
I was like, yeah, you done said some real shit. All that other
Bro
shit
said,
you was saying today was some bullshit, but that was some real shit. No, everything he said today was bullshit, bro.
bro said, oh God. Hey yo, I'm done. I'm done. Bro said, oh
That niggas want to know why we so fucked up. It's because we not walking with God no more, and
real
that's what
talk.
niggas don't want to hear.
Exactly.
But the reason motherfuckers like B said, the reason motherfuckers was making it back home after hitting licks and shit like that was because of what? Because mama was on her knees praying for you.
Exactly.
Because grandmama and them made deals with God. Like, look, I know I fucked up. Just don't do my grandchildren and the next generation too bad.
Man.
But no, we God. All right, bro. Seemed like as soon as niggas start saying that, that's when shit got 10 times worse.
Exactly.
No God looking like, look at these niggas, bro.
You at they be acting like they got nailed to the cross around here.
I took the licks.
I took them licks, right? Man, say.
But you know one thing about Jesus that these niggas ain't doing? Jesus died for niggas that he ain't even know.
He ain't know. That bruh, thank
And
you.
then he came here knowing that he was gonna die. You know what type of nigga you gotta be to know you walking into some shit?
Bruh. I said that I asked that on one of the lives. I said, bruh, show me a person right now that if your loved one, one of the ones you really, really care about, do anything for, if he was ready to he's ready to get taken off this earth, and the only way you could save this person was you had to pick up this cross, carry it to your quote unquote death site while getting beat, kicked, punched, spit on, rocks thrown at. You had to carry it through all of that. Then you had to lay on that joint while we nailed your hands and feet to this joint. And you had to do all that and go through all this just for that loved one not to get taken away. Would you do it? Would you do it? That's crazy, bruh. That's crazy. I don't even know what else I can say on this, bruh. Oh, that's how you want to end it, huh? That's all that bull crap. That's how you want to end it. We don't need to see no more after this, bruh. Ain't no more talking after this, bruh. We done with this. We gonna find something else to talk about now. I might do the Eli's wife pass. I can't even call him pass. I'm gonna just call him Eli. We gonna do little Eli's wife. I'm gonna tell Theo I'm gonna tell Theo send me that joint so I can do a run once over just to see what's going on, and then if it's something we need to talk about, we can go ahead and cover it. But ain't nothing in there we need to talk about, then I ain't gonna cover it. I'll find something else. But I'm done. I'm done with the Chronicles. A little Eli, bro. this boy, this boy right here, he's something special. I tell you what, bro, something special. I can't do this no more. Well, I'll get with y'all on the next one. Jesus. Jesus.